Yes, Malibu, I see you, baby. I see you. I know you want all the pets. You want all the pets. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, lurkers. Hi, Kat. How's it going? How you doing? How was your weekend? Can you hear me okay? Hi, Missy. Hi, Miriam. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Hi, Malibu. Right? Right, Kat? Oh, my goodness. Hi, Janet. How you doing? I hope you had a good day yesterday. Let me get my voice going. I did bring up a banana so I can, keep my voice going here. Starflower, good morning. Pamela, hi Pamela. Have you been getting your happy mail? I hope you've been getting your happy mail. I hadn't heard. I've been sending you something every month. Okay, baby. Oh my gosh. You're gonna have to move in a minute. She's just purring away. Purring away. Hello, ego brain. Debbie Bruce, how you doing? What are you going to teach us today, Malibu? She's going to teach you how to pet cats while they're purring and give them full attention. Terry Brett. Let's see, Annette. I hope I'm not missing anybody. Good morning, everybody. Hope y'all are all had a good weekend. We didn't do a lot. We had to just run errands. That was it. Let's see. Kathleen, Missy. Hope everybody's doing well. Hi, lady. Hi, lady Celtic Moon. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you around anywhere. Haven't seen you anywhere. Have you been laying low? Unless I just haven't been at the streams you've been at. Christine. Um, okay, Pamela, good. So, anyway, yeah, no, you can't have the lights, baby. You can't have the lights. So, yeah, I thought I had a few things. Hi, Kitty June. I have a few things. I got some new magazines. I did run over to the bookstore and get a couple new magazines. Look at her. Oh my gosh. Don't roll off. Um, and I thought I'd go through some collage fodder, maybe, some collage fodder giveaway. And show some folder folding for collage because next week I want to do an Easter project with a folder, and I have a couple different ways you can do that. And then I have collage. I started doing a couple collage things sitting over here. We'll see how much we get done. And then I did jelly plate a little bit. I'm not jelly plating today, but I did do some jelly plating on my new black tissue, and I did send some of that to Devin. Let's see. So there's just collage mishmash. That's what I should have named it today. Collage mishmash. Let's see. Anina. Deb E. Did I say how do you, Missy? Yeah. Well, we'll see how much collage we actually get done because I want to show about what I plan on for doing next week and going through collage fodder, which y'all know I have tons. I pulled next to me. I have one big bin of just tissue paper type stuff, tissue paper and jelly plated stuff. Then I have 3 bins full of these. I'll show you. I have 3 bins that are, how long are they? 18 inches of these. So there's probably, let me guesstimate. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12, 13, 14, 15. probably about 15 to 18 of these fit in a bin. So let's just round it off to 20 times 3 bins. So that's how much is that? 2, 4, 60. I have 60 of these that we can go through. And these do not include the ones that I have books in, like this. You know, I keep my books, my cut and collage books, I have them in folders too. These are on the bookshelves because I did reorganize some. So these are on the bookshelves. These are in bins. And there's more, trust me. That's just what I've got organized. I've got about 60 of these organized. So I thought we could go through some of them and maybe make some little, I don't want to call them kits, but you know, some giveaways. Because I do want to pull things. Because I want to pull things for my project. This is going to be an Easter project for next week. So I'm trying to get things organized and pulled together for next week's project. So I'm going to show you that started today. And I do have a list of things in my one of my workbooks here. Let's see, where is it? I have a list of things to go over. So yeah, lots of stuff to do. Let's see. Yes, the cat finally left. Hi, Julie Topaz. Happy Marvelous Monday. Let me take a bite of my banana here, get my voice going. Let's see. Linda Renz. But y'all know, I do different kinds of collage, which I did make a couple lists. So if you are in the Society of Idea Collectors, get out your notebook, your comp book, your 3-ring, your travelers, wherever it is that you keep your ideas. Get it out and start writing as we go. I had that fan on for a minute because it was getting a little stuff in here, but I think I've turned it off because it's blowing in my face. And I think that's making my voice kind of. Let's see, Stephanie. So anybody doing anything this last weekend that you want to tell us about that was amazing? And Janet, what are you going to do today? Janet comes on at 1. Oh, and I did pull these books as well to re-show these because there's going to be multiple ways you can do this project. You can do it small, you can do it medium, you can do it large. So that's what we're going to do next week. But you have to prep a little. I'm not a lot into the prepping and the classes and that kind of stuff, but sometimes you got to gather. You have to gather. Let's see. Hi, Stephanie. Not sure yet. Yikes. Flying by. Well, that's what we usually do, Janet. Today, I'm doing a little bit of prepping for next week because next week is, for the Easter week, I want to use some vintage Easter ephemera and maybe some other things too. So we'll see. For sure, other things. I'm going to use collage fodder. Let's see. Hi, Angie. Who else? Well, I guess we can get started if everybody's we're ready to get crack-a-lacking. So I did get some new magazines. Of course, y'all know I'm not showing page by page, but I'll give y'all a little insight into what's these are in the magazines. A little ASMR for Rachel, who I did text and ask how she's doing, and her eyes, she's doing different things to prep for more surgery or procedures. And so her eyes are, she just can't do fast chat. She may be here in the background, listening, lurking. And she does go and visit other streamers occasionally that chat's not moving like cray because, it's too hard for her to read it. So, hi, Rachel, if you're back there. Okay, so let's see. I might just draw my breakfast. Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. And I do like when you do the abstracts too, Janet. Whether you do whether you do the swirly kind or the scrapey kind or the Zentangle kind. You do all kinds of cool stuff. So any of it's fun. Yeah, I texted her this morning. So, and Tina will not be here. She has to take care of her. Today's her mom's birthday, and she has to do some appointment stuff for her mom. So she won't be here. She probably won't be here all week or today or Wednesday. I'm thinking. So y'all continue to keep Tina, her mom, and everything in your prayers. I think her mom's still in the rehab from her fall. So, let's see. Do you want a fantasy prompt, Jen? Okay, I'll read your fantasy prompt. I know you and Terry have been doing them occasionally. I don't know if y'all are doing them every week. I do see them pop by in my feed. I tell you, my IG it's so crazy. Anyway, all right, let me get and it's so hard I don't have a little file. I mean, a little, I'm missing my little mini Post-its. Let me see if I can find some here. Here we go. There's a couple here. Little mini Post-it. I found some. And I gotta show y'all what Janet sent me. Don't send me any Post-its, Janet. I got more. I just didn't dig them out. But I do have to show you something Janet sent me. All right, Jen. Okay. What you've been doing them every week? Okay. Jen, tell me a number between, let's tell you the page numbers, 12 and 295. And Terry, if there's more than one on that page, I'll let you pick one or two or whatever. Yeah, see, don't. I got Post-its. Just I do. I just have to go dig them out. Okay, so Jen, what do you want between 12 and 295? And while you're thinking, I'm going to show you what magazines we're going to do. 100. Okay. I got the new Daphne's Diary for 2024. I'd never seen this before. The non-sports card magazine. And it's really cool. And I got it because, Spock and sci-fi and stuff like that. What women create. There's also where women create. But I got the What Women Create, and I always buy this just because Hubster and I like it. The retro magazine. Anytime I see this, it comes out. I think it comes out, here, bi-monthly. This is March, April 2024. So I try to buy this because we enjoy that. So I'll show you that. Okay, let's go to page 100. Page 100. Okay, and Terry Brett, there are two on there. So Terry Brett 1 or 2. Okay, today's 3/18. Which do you want? Hi, Val. Prompt 1 or prompt 2, Terry Brett 1. Okay, here we go. Prompt 1. On page 1. Oh, that's not page 100. Let's go back to 100. Here, there we go. Oh, well, we'd already done number 2. Okay, so here we go. Dance with me. Pretend your world no longer exists. That's the prompt. And remember, these are writing prompts, but you can do anything with them. Dance with me. Pretend your world no longer exists. And that's 500 Fantasy Writing Prompts Workbook from Erica Blumenthal. And they're just kind of fun. They're just kind of fun to have some fun ideas. And again, if you don't do these prompts, at least write them down in your Society of Idea Collector notebook so that you will have ideas when you have no ideas. When you have no ideas, you will have ideas. Okay. And speaking of ideas, I did make some lists and stuff of some various collage. And again, you can write these down. Let's see. You're welcome. I'll try to get over to IG and show what y'all did. I don't know. IG does not like to load in this room. I have to walk out in the hall, find it, come in, go back out, come in. So if Terry Brett, that's Terry Brett is her IG name. So if you want to go over to Terry Brett on IG, and Kitty Jen, let me find her here. She has Kitty Jen. If you want to put your name in, if you want to put your IG name in the chat. You can. Okay, so yes, that's what it is, Anina. Okay, so I'm gonna just give y'all a and I have there's lots of if you look at my especially in my mixed media because all my collage stuff does also go into my mixed media playlist. So if you look at my mixed media playlist, you're going to find the bulk of collage, mixed media, abandoned, altered books, those things, because they are all mixed media. So they're going to be in that playlist specifically, if you want to break it down. Anything just collage, I put under collage cards, even though a lot of my collage is not cards, but I didn't want 4 different collage playlists. So I have the mixed media, I have the collage cards. So yeah. All right. So I'm going to read off some different collage things you can do with collage or different ways you can use collage. And then we're going to look at the magazines. Then I'm going to show you the big giant way we're going to do next week's project, a medium size, and you can even do just a file folder size. And I'll show you all how to fold these. This is one big poster, poster. They have the kids use they're just what are they on? There's a name for them, some kind of poster. You can get them in the grocery store. Okay. And then any kind of card stock you have or anything like that. So I'm going to show you how to fold these. Okay. And that's what we're going to do next week. And then we're going to do some fodder looking and perusing, and we'll just see. I don't have plans. I don't have this. It's not scripted. Let's put it that way. My show is not scripted. We just kind of, go from thing to thing. But that's the way I like. It's fun. It's fun for me. If I'm not having fun, I'm not streaming. So, okay. So some various collage ways, which again, I have shown these. I did not pull. If y'all want to see any of these, I can pull an example, but I've shown them all so many times. Poster board. Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Thank you, Julie. Poster board. Those big sheets of poster board. Thank you, Julie. Julie probably does a gazillion things with poster board in her jobs. Okay. So you can do, and again, I did not pull any examples. So if you want to see any of these other than, these right here, which I'm going to show because we're going to do projects like that, except smaller. Okay. So postcards or art cards. So on postcards, you can make your own 4x6 blank postcards and collage them. Or you can use, let me just grab a postcard. Any old postcard will do. Postcards that are already, already got something on them and add things to them. Okay, so those are the 2 ways you can do postcards or art cards. I like to do the, smaller 4x5. I never can remember the size of the cards I make anymore. This size, which is 4x3. 3 by, is that right? 3x4? 3x4. They're bigger than ATCs. Artist trading cards are 2.5 by 3.5, and I just make I make them bigger, just a little bigger. But you can make them any size you want. But postcards or just blank cards, you can do collage on. Okay, and that's postcards blank, postcards already made, and art cards. And you do art cards any size. Okay, so I do my reverse collage. Reverse collage is when you paint away things, and you can add more to it. I do have a playlist for altered or abandoned books. And in those, which I've got about 15, I think, that I have to collect to work in, I paint away things like the background or anything I don't want. So I call that reverse collage because I'm reversing out things. Then you can also add things on top of it. But there's that way of collaging. Don't forget, hi, Belinda, put it in caps if you're talking to me. Make sure you have live chat selected at the top of, I think it's called all chat now at the top, because top chat is the default. And you have to change that or you just get top chat. And that goes for recordings as well. If you're watching someone's live, that's a recording of a live, you have to go in there and put all chat. You have to change that. Otherwise, you do not see all the chat. You're only going to see top chat. Every stream, you have to do that. Every stream. So anyway, my abandoned books, which are mostly Kieran Connolly's books, um, I reverse out, I paint out, and then you can add things in, paint things in. And then the other way to do like coffee table books or books is this is also a Kieran Connolly, and this is his forest. I put reimagining on here. His just his forest book, and in the forest book, I just add one or two or little just a couple of things into the scene. I'm not painting anything out in this book. So it's just like it's just adding things to the scene rather than painting out the scene like I do in my abandoned books. So there's that way of collaging. Okay, I'm giving y'all a list. I hope y'all are writing them down. I'm giving y'all a list. All right. Or you can just start with a blank piece of paper, like a piece of cardstock. Okay. Just start with a piece of cardstock. Here's when I kind of started gluing some things down. This is where I want to try to get to sometime today. We'll try to get to this. And show you how you can take a picture. Like, let's see, let me find something here. An image that you like. Let's see here. Hang on. I'm digging through here. Let's find some forest or something. Oh, here we go. Here's some. Okay, so you can take a piece of a piece of cardstock to start on. And you can take a picture that you like, and you don't want to use the exact picture. You could start with this, like that's what the abandoned books would start as. But then you can also start and tear things up, and you can move things around. You don't have to use it like the picture shows. Do you know what I mean? So you can, I always recommend having torn edges though, unless it's right on the edge. If it's right on the edge, then that's fine. But tear your edges or have them covered up by other things that have torn edges, because when you go to matte medium this in and you glue these down, if you have a regular cut edge or a sharp edge, you're going to see that. You're going to see it even if you add paint to it. When you finish the whole project, you're going to see lines. Now, you're still going to see some. You're still going to see a little bit of lines from the torn edge, but not nearly as much as if you had a cut edge. So anytime you can tear an edge in your pieces, then tear them rather than have them cut. So there we go. So, and then this, I'm not even going to use. You can save it for another something. It looks like Jurassic Park or something, right? I have a stack of stuff here that's leftover torn stuff. And so then you can start with something like this. So that's what this is right here. This is a torn up beach scene thing on cardstock, and there's nothing else done to it yet. And no paint, no nothing. I have another one over here. Let's see here. This one was some pieces of rock and a rocky cliff. So, and don't be afraid to turn things upside down, right side up, turn them different ways. So there's this one ready to be glued down. I'm trying to kind of keep them still. You can do smaller ones like, well, here's one. This is just a random piece of cardstock left. You can, have a piece like this, and you can start making. No, baby, can't jump up here now. It's too late. We're moving around here. So you see, you can do any size collage you want as well. Okay, so there's that. Starting from scratch. That's what this one is. Starting from scratch. Okay. I'm reading off my notes here. Okay, so because I wanted to try to remember every kind of way to do collage I could think of in a list. Okay, then there's the mixed media, the file folders. Oh, well, you can do, all right, let me just say this. You can do mixed media with paint, which is kind of like reverse collage. I can paint things out, put things in, but you're using paint as well. So you can do collage, mixed media with paint. That's my favorite way to do collage, is painting things out. Let's see. Stephanie says, started working in the forest book. Okay, yay. I have a list. I do have a list of everybody. Oh, it's right here. There's my list. Let's see. Stephanie G, are you on this list? You are. Pacola, and I haven't seen Pacola yet this morning. Hi, Fernando. But she's been given, anytime she sees anybody that's doing the forest fibs, the forest book, or it doesn't have to be that forest book. It could be any type of forest book, jungle, forest, any kind of nature book really will do. If you can't find the forest book, you can still participate with any of these type of books. Okay. Let me see. Who else am I missing? Fernando, Belinda. Hi, Cat and Paste. All right. So here's the forest fibs. There's me, Colleen, Kathy B, Deb E, Brenda F, Stephanie G, Ann Lar, Charmaine, Lynette Porter, Shelley A, Leah Foy, Jane Litterick, Terry Brett, Devin, Jasper, Jill Ware, Sherry Levitt, and Tammy Ward. Those are who I have on the list. If you're here and I did not read out your name and you want to be on the list, let me know. Okay, so the different size file folders. There's the giant ones. I see you, but I know you want to come up here. There's just no room, honey. Let me make her a little bed. Here you go. So you don't feel included. Come here. Oh, no. You're going to have to come back down here. There's no room. Oh, baby. Come on. Here. There you go. All right. She jumped down on her own. Okay. So she's going to go lay in the little bed. So the giant file folder type thing, which is the poster board, a smaller poster board, which I'm going to show you how I folded this. And this is what a project I'm going to do next week, or a mini file folder. You can do the same kind of project that I'm going to talk about, any size you want. So I'm going to show you all these different sizes here in a little bit. So there's that. Magazine collage is, and y'all know I also have different sizes of that. Oh, I need to write down this comp book one. You can do these any size you want as well. Hang on, I do have to write one more down. Okay. So magazine collages are where this is where I've taken Art Journal magazine, cut it up. Well, actually, there's 3 of them, and glued them together. Put some tape on the bookbinding tape on it to kind of hold it together, and then you can collage in it or reverse collage, paint in it, doodle in it, add more collage to it. So I call these magazine collages. Okay, and I'm not going to show you a whole bunch, but we have every size. One plain magazine, 2 or 3 glued together, cut down, tiny ones. Again, there's look at my playlist for all of those. And then the collage books. I mean the comp books. And there's the little, you can use the regular size comp book. This is the half comp book. There's the tiny comp books, which I've shown all those too. So you just got the forest book, Pam. All right, are you in here? Did I call you? Well, I'm gonna write you down then. Okay, Pamela. Okay, you're on the list, Pam. So I really need to make sure I have everybody's address that are on this list if they want some extra collage fodder to add to their forest book. So, okay, Miriam, I've been sending you quite a bit of mail lately, so I don't know what happy mail you got, but I'm glad you got something. I'm glad it's getting there, right? So this is a comp book way to collage. And again, you're just starting with a regular old, this is from 2021 and 2022. And so it's just a little comp book where, and it's mixed media. Okay, it's paint, collage. So I'm just going to flip through what I got here. This is not complete. It's not full. I never have to feel like I have to fill a whole book before I do other books. Hi, Judy, 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 Judy. I can't do it right now, but good to see you, Judy. So these are some of the collages that I've done in the comp book, and or the half comp book here. So it's a little flashed out, but it's okay. So you can use anything to do your collaging in. Okay. These are from 2022 here. This one's 2022. There. And then this is how they start. And if they wrinkle from the backside, by the time you work on this, and you have to just go, you have to work over it. Some of it's comp book, so it's going to wrinkle while you're doing it. But by the time you do the back page, look, there's no wrinkle. There's no wrinkle in that. Well, there's just a little bend, but you know what I mean? It's not wrinkly. But it looks, if you only got one side done, it's going to wrinkle on the other side until you finish the back side. See, this is how these pages start, just like this. Here's the other one. Let's see. That's half started. This one. But by the time you glue a bunch of images down, paint it in, paint it out, this is about halfway done. This is just paint, a little bit of collage mountains, and the rest is paint. I haven't added any little, focal points or anything like that. And then let's see, I got one more in here. Got this one. So don't be afraid to work on thin paper, especially if you're just trying to get some ideas and practice, but it's just, composition notebook paper. Okay, so there's that kind. All right. Then I'm looking at my thing. Then there's, you can also do tags, cards, like we did the Valentine Day cards. We did the tags for St. Patrick's Day. You can collage, mixed media, you can do all that on collage, tags and cards, card making, like greeting cards, I should say. You can do like greeting cards. Oh, thanks, Kat. And there's the large comp books too. Or you can just do, on like this and then put them in sleeves. I have tons of them in sleeves. And I'll take my collages and sometimes I'll cut them down, use your viewfinder. Like if I finish this collage and I don't like everything on it, I'll take my viewfinder and look around and see what part I do like, and I'll cut that out. And then put that, I have a whole notebook for that, put those on cardstock. These are just taped down. It's just small collages, just double-sided taped onto cardstock. I can take it off, move it, or just leave it there. But so you can collect your collages like this. I'm not going to go through this. I just did this not too long ago, but you can see it doesn't matter the size. You can just put it on a piece of white cardstock, and it makes it just does something for your collage to do that. So I have this big notebook of that, and I also have a notebook of my postcards, and then I have the ones that are still in progress here. The same type of thing I just showed you, but these are all in progress. Again, I'm not going to go through them all because we've gone through them a lot of times. But so I have all the different collages in progress here. So these are, and then as I finish these, I can either peel it, this just taped down. I can, cut these down, or I can leave it on the cardstock like this and put them in my binder. Okay. All right, so there's that kind of collage. What else do I have on here? Posters. Y'all have seen that I do the big, huge posters. Let me fix my camera here. I do the, like 24 by 30 something, the big size posters, and you can do those on the poster board as a base. But that there's as big as this. I did not pull any of my posters out to show you those, but I show them quite often and I post them on IG and all that. So you can do a poster. You can do your traveler's notebook size, like this kind, or even the smaller. And again, this is the one that I'm doing for my spiritual day. It's not, I don't do it every day. I just don't do it every day. And I don't feel bad about that. I did showed you how to do it daily, but anyway, so I have different, this, you can do this kind of collage where you're adding stencils and words and kind of like a collage journal type thing. So you can do collage journals like this. So you can write that down, collage journal. It's just like where you use collage in your journals. And you could do that in these small ones too, in this size. Or you can do it in the traveler's size, in a traveler's notebook. Okay, so there's that. Let me see what else is on my list. I wrote it all down. And then the file folders that I want to show today, and how to make these, and those for next week. All right. So do y'all have any questions on any of this? Or do you want to see anything, show you? Did I miss anything? So I want to make sure I covered it all. Let's see. Hi, Shelly. Let's see. Regina. Hi, Regina. Can we see your folder of postcards? Oh, well, okay. It's not really, it's a notebook. It's like here. And there's two kinds in here. I have the kinds where I've used somebody's postcard as a base and then added just one or two images. There's no painting on it. Okay, so I have those kind. And then I have the kind, there's a space here. Then I have the kind where it's just like my mini, they're just small collages, but they're postcard size. Okay, where I painted. Mixed media. These are all painty. So like this kind. And then I just put them in here. And then I have some other little stuff in here too. But yeah. So, and that's just a way for me to keep them organized. Although, wait a minute. Let's see if I can get this back in here. My collage cards, I have the trays. I won't pull it out right now because it's going to make my camera jiggle and all that. But I have a tray of art cards, ATCs, a full complete trays of those small art cards. So there's those two. Okay, so I made these some years ago. I don't know if I even signed what date they were, but I have 3 of them here, and they're themed. So these are like themed. Let me turn the light down just an octave. No, that's music or sound. Okay, so I have a Leonardo da Vinci. This is just a kind of a combination space wolf thing. And then I have my Asian one. Oh, and also don't forget when I said collaging in the traveler's journals, I have those. I have them also by theme. So a couple years ago, I did that was my thing for the year, was doing themed travelers. And these are not Travelers, the brand, okay? And they're more the skinny kind usually. These are the little, little notebooks, whatever you want. You can use anything. But I've got 10 or 12 of these that I did that year on different themes. Art Nouveau, this is the Alice one, nature, space, garden. So I have a whole bunch of different themed ones, but you can use your collage for that. So this is my Alice one. And again, there's cards, there's stencils, there's ephemera, but it's based on a theme. So you can do themed journals. Okay, I don't think that was on my list, specifically themed. Okay. So that's kind of like this is. It's just big. All right. So before I show those, let me go ahead and do the magazines real quick because they're kind of in my way here. I'll get them off the desk. So let's see. Put it in caps if you're talking to me. Okay, so I'd never seen this magazine before, but I'm really not into collector cards. But this just jumped out. It was right in the beginning, and it was wrapped in plastic, so I had to buy it sight unseen. Although it wasn't as expensive as some magazine, it was $8 and $8.99. But like these kind of magazines, Daphne's and stuff, this is 17. This is imported though. The What Women Create, these are expensive. They're 17.99. So I thought for 8.99, I'll take a chance and let's just see what's in this baby because it was wrapped in plastic. Well, the reason it was wrapped in plastic is because inside it came with a little envelope, just a regular little envelope with some cards. So I did not know these were in here when I bought this. So it's every kind of collector card, non-sport, not hi Leah, non-sport cards, right? So here's the cards that came in here. Here's King Kong, and then they have the the promo thing. This is here's Golden Girls, and again these are promo cards. There's a Picard, the Star Trek. This one is Dark Knight's Metal. And then here's a Psycho Ape. I think this is from a sample cards in here that I thought that was kind of cool that I did not know those were in there. But anyway, non-sport update. I don't know how this is. That says the hobby's #1 source for entertainment, trading card information. It's published bi-monthly. So this is the February-March issue. And so, yeah, it's just kind of cool to see. It's kind of like my retro, kind of like the retro fan magazine. So anyway, there's just tons of, and then, different shows where, different places people have conventions and stuff. I don't know if they do these at Comic Cons or what, trading, this kind of trading cards. There's Nosferatu. So anyway, and then here's Picard's team, and there they are there, Riker and Picard, little cards. So I just thought this was I thought that was kind of cool. There they all are there. So top 10 Cryptozoid entertainment sets. So anyway, I'll just kind of flip through it here so you can just kind of get an idea. The Sunday Funnies, there's Popeye, Garfield, and some older one, Dick Tracy. So anyway, just all different trading cards. And then here all in the back are price guides, which I don't care anything about because I don't collect them. But I like the images and the history. So I thought it would be fun just to see what's in one. Will I buy any more of these? Only if the cover's got something really interesting. This had sci-fi, Spock, so that immediately drew me in. But it was fun to look at. And then the cards, I don't know what I'll do with them right now, but yeah. All right, then again, the retro fan. This one they usually feature somebody. This is Elizabeth Montgomery, Bewitched. Hi Allie. Who else am I missing? There's Picola, my little snapdragon. How you doing, Picola? Picola's getting ready to hit the road soon, people. Getting ready to hit the road. And so we won't have her all to ourselves anymore. She's going to be hitting the road. I got to show it again. I know Picola's going, oh my gosh, no, not again. But I'm showing it again. So Picola's getting ready to hit the road, and she's going to hit the road in this. There we go. So she's leaving us for this, people. She's leaving us for this. Life on the road. That's actually hers, by the way. Okay, so anyway, I really like this retro magazine. So does Hubster. We just it's just fun because it's like our eras, And so a whole thing on Elizabeth Montgomery, Howdy Doody, and plus you just get ideas, different retro ideas. vintagey ideas, hairstyles, Alvin show. So chipmunks, little questions and stuff. And then it's got all these, pictures and magazines and stuff. Old vintage ads. That's always fun. Some crypto, some monsters, not many in this one. But, they, like I said, they featured a different show or a person every, bi-monthly. So there's some H.G. Wells. That's a good one. The time after time. And anyway, Retro Fan. This is the March April 2024. Okay, so then Daphne's Diary. This is the new one, and y'all know they got lots of papers, cards. Here's some little boxes you can make. They feature different artists, stickers, washi tapes, pullouts, cutouts, papers. Here's 2 sheets of pretty flowers on the back, and then your birth card flower, to cut out, memory flowers. And there's just so much. It's just beautiful. This was one of my mom's favorite magazines, and from UK. So it is imported, and it is, $17.99. So, but there's all kinds of things to do. There's recipes, recipe cards you can punch out. There's some boxes you can make, envelopes, different artists featured. It's always a beautiful magazine. And then there's always a poster, which I give these posters to Samantha to put on her bulletin board, and then like a background of her bulletin board, then she can pin her notes and cards and school stuff over the top of it, but that fits on your bulletin board. So I always give that to Samantha. Here's more little boxes you can cut out. Frame. Oh, this is a frame. So there's just lots of stuff to do in these magazines. So that's Daphne's Diary, the newest one. Number 1 for 2024. Okay. Then last, What Women Create. Let's see, I'm not seeing anything in caps. So if y'all have any questions or comments, put it in caps. Said hi to Allie K. Who else am I missing? Did I say hi to you, Leah? I think I did. Okay. I'll zoom in after I show these, because these are kind of big. So what women create, and there's also where women create, but very, very cool and inspirational to see all the different things that women make. But also what I liked about this one, let me show y'all real quick when I get to her. There's dolls, knitting dolls, different every kind of project is in here. Different mediums. Okay, so let's see her. All right, so here we go. This woman here, let me go ahead and zoom in because it really is far away. So she does paper, she makes little tiny things with paper and vintage things. As you can see here, there's a whole material. She makes these little pea pods or seed pods. She makes those out of paper. Here it shows in one of her sketchbooks how she makes those little pods, and vintage cardboard boxes and vintage ribbons. Here's her studio. She's I think she's in Vancouver. Here's a picture of one of her sketchbooks and different finding materials, different things. So anyway, but what really I thought was interesting and cool about this, who she's married to, and she's an artist in her own right. This is Joyce Bantock. This is Nick Bantock's wife. So apparently they travel together and do things together. But look at these little paper spools. They're like paper beads, half beads or something. but they're paper, and it's the way they're grouped and put in boxes and things that make them really so cool. But anyway, yeah, that's Nick Bantock's. If y'all don't know who Nick Bantock is, if you Griffin and Sabine, and yeah, I've shown all his books. I think I got all but one or two of his books. Janet and I have worked in his puzzle book, and I got his collage books. If y'all ever want to see Griffin and Sabine again, I don't ever mind pulling out my Nick Bantock books. Either it's the Griffin Sabine, I got his biography. I have, maybe we'll do that after a while, because he's collage related. He's ephemera and collage related. So I'm going to write them down over here because y'all know in 20 minutes I'm going to forget that I said that I'd pull his books. That's just the way we do. We get off on something else. And then later, after the show's over, I go, oh, dang it, I forgot to show the Nick Bantock books. Dubious Documents. Yeah, that's the one that Janet and I did together. Yeah, Janet and I, and it's fun to get that book and work in it together because you're comparing notes, and it's a puzzle. And you have to find hidden things in the book. You got to figure things out. We did it. I think we did it in a day, didn't we? Or 2 days, Janet? I don't remember. But Janet and I worked it. We figured it out in a couple of days over the phone because we each had the book. Go to page so and so. You got this, And so we worked it out. It was a couple years ago, and but I love me some Nick Bantock. Anyway, so this is his wife's art in here. Yeah, I know, right? So that she's featured in here, and she's real excited to be featured in here as well. I read the article. So, but there's just all kinds of different. This kind of looks like what Mary does. Is this like, what do you call that? Not this, but this. This looks like tatting. I don't know if it is or not, but I didn't read this one. Then there's some different doing things with flowers. I haven't read this yet either. This is paper. Look, remember when we used to make these paper sack junk journals all the time? I guess it's elevated now. Hi, Hermie. So, little boxes. I think some of these she's made some. There's one lady that makes things. This is with envelopes, all different kinds of junk mail, envelopes. And then there's somebody in here that makes things with tin. So there's just all kinds of here's another sewing person. Painters. Here's the tin person, makes things with tin. This one, she makes things with tin. So yeah, so that's what women create, and there's also where women create. All right, so there's that. Well, let's see. Oh, we were going to do one day, and we couldn't stop. I have a note. I wrote down Nick Bantock, so I'll try to remember to go pull his books. I know they're all together, so I can probably pull his books all in a bundle and bring them in here. If you want to see them, let me know. If y'all have seen them enough times, don't want to see them again, I won't go pull them. All right. All right. So these, I pulled these because I want to show you that the project I'm going to do next week with the Easter ephemera, vintage ephemera, I'm going to do it in this book. And so this is just made out of a poster board and then pieces of cardstock cut down. I wrote it down 6.5 by 7, these pieces of cardstock that are in the book. But we're going to put all kinds of stuff in it. That's my plan anyway for next week. Okay, and we'll probably work it on a Monday and Wednesday because it's going to take a while. We're going to paint the background. We're going to glue. We're going to collage. We're going to collect. That's why I wanted to go through my fodder to see if there's any kind of fodder I wanted to pull to add to it. So, or you could just do a file folder size. I pulled this one too to show you different sizes. Here's the biggest size. Okay. I'm not going to do this big of a size next week. For one, it's kind of hard to work on camera with these. You want to see the Nick Bantock books? Okay, I wrote it down. Okay. So this one is Asian theme, and it holds. I'd started to do this, tried to kind of corral some of my, in particular, fodder, collage stuff. Like this would be my hold my Asian fodder. This was going to hold a certain this space, and anyway, and then this was going to do my Leonardo. I'll show them all to you, but I was going to try to hold my Leonardo fodder in here. These were too much work to make for each theme that I wanted for the fodder. So my fodder is now in these. And like I said, I got about 60 of these sitting next to me, not including the ephemera books, the cut and collage fodder ephemera books. Those each have their own folder as well. Because as you cut into the books, as you cut into these books, where's the Easter? As you cut into them, then you got loose pages and loose bits. And so these all have their own. These fit perfectly in these sleeves. You can get them on Amazon. I think somebody said you can get them at Dollar Tree too. I'm not sure, or Dollar Store, Dollar General, one of the dollars. Anyway, so I put these after I cut into them. I put them in their books, in their packs as well, to keep them contained. Otherwise, I'm going to have little bits of paper going everywhere. I already have enough of that. I mean, I do have still got a lot of it, but anyway, so I'm going to go through some of my fodder files here and pull some that I might want to use in my book next week. And I also want to pull some, let me get some envelopes out. I want to pull and give some away. So I at least got to do at least 4, 2 US, 2 international. Let me see. Do I have to get into my new? I think I have to open my new 6x9 here. I told y'all I bought another pack of these envelopes. I was down to just a couple. And these are not cheap at Office Depot. I'm going to have to find these on Amazon. But at the time, I needed these right away. So I'll keep them on my shelf like this. I needed these right away. So I didn't wait to buy them. So I bought 100. 100 of them is like $25. Okay. These envelopes are not cheap. I don't know why. Why are these so expensive? So anyway, I'm going to pull a little stack out, and then I keep these up with my book of names and stuff like this. And then this goes on the shelf. But anyway, so I'll pull some envelopes to do some fodder giveaway. So I'll do 2 US, 2 international, and we'll do that as we go through. Let's see. All right, so let's put that to the side. Oh, what I forgot. Something I forgot. Remember I told y'all I think it was last week, I was showing my baby wipe box. Huggies baby wipe boxes, the plastic, and I never get a new one of these. I always just bought the little, plastic wrapped containers. You take them out of the plastic and refill your box. Well, this one was getting pretty, a little loose and a little, I thought, well, maybe I need to go ahead and buy another box. Then it comes full, right? I don't think they make these anymore. I don't think Huggies and whatever other brands, they're not making these. They're just putting them all in the bags. So I mentioned that last week. So what shows up on my doorstep? Let me put this back. What shows up on my doorstep the other day? Thank you, Janet. Look at this little compact, cute little box. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And then the lid just opens up there, and this is where you pull them out here. And then you open this part right here. This whole lid comes off. This comes off here so that you can fill it up. So I already filled this up because I have bags of these, just the bags. And so then you just do that. You just snap the lid back on, and then you just go in here. Isn't this so cute, though? It's so compact and clean and new. Not for long, but it's... I thought about putting like some fingerprints on it just to, break it in. But I said, no, let's just break it in naturally. Let's see. Vale said, "Dee, I received that little ephemera book you flipped through last week." Okay, good. Okay, I love it when people, are happy with their happy mail. Be happy in your happy mail. What brand is this? I have no idea. There's no name on it. You'd have to ask Janet. Maybe Janet can. That doesn't come with anything in it. It comes empty. You have to put your own. You have to buy your own. And I use Huggies Natural because they're unscented. They're not soapy. Some brands you go. They're going. They're soapy. These are unscented and not soapy. So they're Huggies Natural. That's the kind I use. But I don't know. You'll have to ask Janet on this. Janet says she'll get a link. I have the same old wife sponsor. The same one, just like it's not the same. Oh, okay, Angela. Well, Janet said she's going to put a link. Okay, Janet's going to put a link to this box. So I love this little box. It's so cute, Janet. I love it. I'm giving it a hug. You can't see, but I'm giving it a hug. Oh, so okay. Yeah, they don't sell them or they can't find. Yeah, the Huggies brand, the ones you get in the store. Yeah, I looked at all the different ones at Walmart and Publix, and those are the only two places I've looked so far. But those are two places I always could get them. The plastic boxes, the Huggies or other Pampers, they all had different brands in the plastic box, and then you could buy the refills. Well, now they just sell the refills. They don't sell them in the box anymore. Whatever. Okay. So thank you for that, Janet. Okay, there we go. Janet just put in the link for the wipe container. The wipe container. So anyway. So this one is my Asian one. And let's go ahead and move this stuff out of the way so I have room. And if I see Devin come in, I mean, I showed y'all, but I did send, Devin came in last week to help with jelly plating the image transfers because I do jelly plating with stencils and papers and stuff, but I've only tried doing the image transfer once or twice, like 10 years, no, probably not 10 years ago, 8 years ago. Anyway, I don't use image transfer jelly plating, but Samantha was coming down last week. She and Denise were here on Wednesday, and I wanted Devin to be here to kind of help talk us through the image transfer because Samantha likes doing those cyanotype, I think I'm saying that right, prints with the lighting and stuff. So I thought she would really, and she did, she really liked the jelly plated image transfers like from the fashion magazines and anything. So I hadn't got this at the time, but I told Devin when I got it in, I'd send her some, and I already sent it out. So I sent her a bunch of this black deli paper, and it's kind of big sheets. They're 12 by 12. They're 12 by 12 sheets. Of course, I cut them down, and I put gold on them. So just so you can see some, and they're kind of shiny, but look how cool these are. Let's have an ASMR moment. Hi, Betta Dust. Hi, Ruth. So I did a couple of stencils in gold, and this was the ghost print. So I did a ghost print with what was left over, some stencils. So anyway, this is how I like to jelly plate. I just want some images because I like to tear them up, use them in my collage. I don't do the image transfers very much, but Devin was kind enough to be here last Wednesday to help me with showing Samantha how to do the image. So if y'all missed it last week, it will be the video before this one where Samantha did the image transfers and Devin was here. So yeah, check that out. These are fun before. Yeah, I know Betta does. You just want a new one every now and then. I had that one for years and years, as you could tell. So anyway, so this is what that deli paper, the black deli paper looks like. If you just put in black deli paper in Amazon, 12 by 12, this will come up. It's just cut down. But I wanted to show Devin what it looked like because she didn't have any, and I sent her some. Okay, so there's that. All right, so let's go ahead and look through this. So again, I had planned to use these for collecting ephemera, Asian ephemera, right? And here's the front, here's the back. So this one, it's kind of beat up, but I've used it. This is bending. I should probably put that in another way. But anyway, and these flowers here, so I'll tell y'all some little secrets. Well, not really. I've told y'all all this before. This is a foam stamp here, foam stamp on cardstock. If you use, these are napkins. If you use your decorative napkins in any kind of collage or project, and you want it to be like an image, just the image, you want to glue it down on cardstock and then cut it out. Don't try to cut out your little flower and then go on the back with a glue stick and try to glue it down onto cardstock. What you want to do, and I do have, let me see here. I don't know where I put those. So I do have these. Let me open them because I was going to do a giveaway with this. So I'll put one of these in the giveaway as well because these will be good for the Easter, I think. Or well, anything you want to do. I'm going to do a giveaway in some fodder giveaway in the envelope, but you can do whatever you want with them. But I'm just going to stick one of these in each one too. Okay. These little lemons, they're just very, very spring, and they're the Hobby Lobby brand. But if you want to use any of these like individual little lemons, sidebar. All right. For one thing, when you use any kind of napkins, whether it's in a napkin journal, which I did not write that down. I should put that down on my list. Napkin journal, because I did not write that on the list for y'all to write down on your collage list. Napkin journal. Because I haven't worked in it so long, it's kind of forgot about it. I'm going to write myself a note. Okay. Napkin journal. Y'all still with the tour? All right, so anytime you use a decorative napkin in any of your projects, you want to take a piece of faux rice paper. Okay, all right. All right, so this is how I do it. So take a piece of double-sided tape and tear off, get a grip, and take off the backing. You want to take off the backing because that never glues down properly. Now, the thing about doing that is then you have options for, get a piece of cardstock out from under here. Hang on, let me get one. Once you tear the backing off, you're going to have to either put it on white. Let me show you the difference. So I'm going to put it on this white because if you don't glue it on white and you just want to say, oh, I want those lemons on this paper here. All right, I'm going to show you the difference. Ready? Look at the vibrancy difference. Okay. Can you see? This has brown under it, and this is just vibrant and white. I don't know if you can really see on that. Let me put it on the black just so you can really tell. See the difference when you put it on a color versus putting it on the white paper? So if your paper is not white, you need to have either paint it white or cut and collage it on, unless you don't mind if it's not vibrant. Okay. Hi, Brooke with an E. So that's the difference when you use these decorative napkins. You need to put them on white if you want them vibrant. Otherwise, that's going to be that will be the situation. But what you want to do is, like, let's just say I wanted this lemon right here. Let's see. Where's my big scissors? Where did I put there? In a glue stick. Okay, so let's just say I wanted this lemon. You do not want to do this. You don't want to get your little lemon off your napkin and sit here and fussy cut the lemon like this. Fussy cut it out and then try to, now I'm going to glue it on here. And you don't need to do all that. All you have to do is, if you want some lemons or whatever, you just do this. Okay, you take your glue stick, which, these purple glue sticks dry clear. You take it, and whatever size, it doesn't have to even be this big. It can be whatever size. And you put it down, and then you cut it out of the cardstock. So you've done a twofer. You know, you got your image and you got the thickness of some thicker paper or cardstock already done for you. And that's how I did these flowers. I cut them. I just got a piece of them, put it on the cardstock, and then cut them out individually on the cardstock in one fell swoop. Okay. Um, and then I glittered around them. I put some stickles glitter around each one there. So that's the best way. So now what I'm going to do real quick, because we started our fodder now. So let's go ahead and put a napkin, and I might peel the backs off for y'all to make it there. I'll see. Maybe I'll make y'all do it because you need to practice. So I'm going to make these little fodder envelopes for you guys. So let's put a napkin in each one. I'm going to do 2 U.S. and 2 international. I love me some giveaways, and I think y'all like them when you get your stuff. And here's the thing, guys, if you know I'm going to give this away and you don't like collage, you don't do collage, you don't know anybody that does, you don't care about it, you'll never do it, then just don't participate in the giveaway. You know what I mean? If you don't collage, but you know someone that does it you want to give it to, then that's great. But, don't just get it and just set it in the corner. We have enough of that, don't we? Hi, Jacqueline. Let's see. Hi, Marguerite. Am I missing anybody else? Okay, so this will be our starting the stack here. I'll set that over there. All right, so this is my Asian one. And then I also made a frame in each one of these. So all I did was cut the middle out of each one. And I left a little bit of something here, or I might have glued that separate. I don't remember. But anyway, so I put a frame because then that way the frame works on both sides. Isn't that cool? So it looks pretty on both sides. All this is painted. This is one of those poster boards, right? This I made pockets with separate pieces of cardstock. Okay, separate pieces of cardstock in this case for the pockets. Here's some ribbon, some little just little envelope and a little paper clips. And then so I started collecting my Asian fodder in this book. And here's another napkin, some different, you could put some little washi tape wraps in here. You could put paper clip, other things in here, ribbon, another paper clip. And again, these are napkins glued to cardstock and then cut out and then put glitter around. I put glitter all the way around the edges of this one. I put, stickles. I think it was stickles on this one. Thank you, Miriam. And so I have lots of plans. I had lots of plans to do a lot of different ones of these, but they are some time. They are some time consuming things. And there was no way I was going to do a theme for every pack of my ephemera. Right. I knew that it was not going to happen. There's too many themes, I probably have 100 minimum themes of fodder that I could do. And I would just be constantly making these and nothing else. So I made a few just so y'all could see. If you want, if you're not a collage artist and you don't have thousands and thousands of images and you just want, a book for a few things, then this is perfect. And then it's got little pockets. Here's some more Asian. This is Asian papers and cardstock and paper clips. And the background here is an Japanese, I think it was not Stampington. What is it? Stamperia. I think that's a Stamperia paper. Here's washi tape. Anytime you use washi tape, you want to glue the washi tape down. All the little dots here are liquid pearls. The background is painted gold, and then I put liquid pearls. So you got to let it dry, liquid pearls overnight. It does take some time to make these. But the only thing is, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, it's only one front and back. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 8 pages. There's only 4. It's like this is one sheet in half. and then the back and front is one sheet. Okay. So that's all there is. And so just that, then here, and again, lots of ephemera that I was collecting up. There's a napkin glued down, ready to cut out. It's glued down on the cardstock. Different papers, different cuts, washi tapes, vintage brown, some kind of paper, and some of this ribbon here, more ephemera, more cards, just kind of, it's just that's all it is. It's just all different kinds. The background is painted pink, foam stamp, foamy, I think is the brand, foamy stamps, and then went around with gold around each one. So I did work on these quite a bit. More napkins, and then here's the back. So it was to collect my Asian ephemera, right? But you don't have to make them this big because we're going to make a smaller one for next week. And I'm going to show you how to do a file folder size if you want to do even a smaller one. All the same type of thing. All right, so then this one was a combo space and nature wolf pack of paper I had or something. And this was just a marbleized paper, looked like a mountain, and then just different ephemera in here. So this one here is the same thing. It's just a different theme, right? So I made a window or a frame so that it looks like this. So it frames either side. Got some little confetti, let's see if I can draw the light in here. Got a little, the black paper is going to flash let's turn the brightness down a little. There we go. Hi, Brenda. Did I say hi to you, Brenda? I try not to miss anybody, but I know I do. Stickers, just little confetti things, just whatever, splatter the paint in the background, outline the world here. So then you got all your pockets to put all your ephemera in. You put your ephemera in. You can use paper clips, clip everything on, or tuck things in, more papers. See, look, here's all my different papers in here. Here too, pocket, little trims, butterfly papers there. And then there's the back. So it's only 4 pages, which is 8 back and front. 8 pages back and front, but 4 sheets total. And then the last one is my Leonardo da Vinci one. And I've shown these before. And the only reason I'm showing them now is because we're going to do, not a collection, not a place to collect your ephemera, but it can be. So I'm going to show it to you in a minute. The idea. Okay, so this one's my Leonardo. Here's my back page. I got a little thing, this little signature on there. This is a paper hinges, and I put little brads on there. If you put any kind of brads or anything like that, you want to make sure that you're going to be able to cover the other side up, with something so that it doesn't show. Okay, so here's my Leonardo. Again, I got different tags, different images. These are pockets covered with some papers, and I put gold ink around them. This is from Leonardo sketchbooks. I've got copies and copies and copies of Leonardo sketchbooks and books about Leonardo da Vinci, so I don't mind cutting them up because I buy them on clearance, and then I can cut them up. Here's some little steampunk images from, I think, again, that's Stamperia. I think those steampunk images, maybe. I think I have it somewhere in here. I kept and then some little bookmarks here, little, paper clips to put things in. So again, a frame here. And then I got a little mirror right there. So you probably see my camera up there somewhere. Little mirror, little Mona. Some lace and a picture of Mona. And then all this has got the liquid pearls. All those dots are liquid pearls. And then this is some glued down trim. I love this gold leaf. I mean, leaves of gold, not gold leaf, like as in calligraphy, gold leaf. There, it's a ribbon. Okay. A little fake little lock and key thing. So more different pieces of thing. Then this I think this was Artie Dart sent me this years and years ago, and I finally used it on something. It's like a faux leatherette, and I used it for these pockets. And then here I made little doors and windows. There's the Last Supper here, so I put that with the door ephemera. You know, the Kathy Anderson, Catherine, is it Catherine Anderson? Her book of doors, and then the reverse of her doors are the same. So you can use it to open and close the doors, and that's got an image behind it too. So there we go. This, and I just put a little paper clip there, and some more of Leonardo's art and sketches and sketchbooks, and then the shell that's like the spiral that's in a lot of stuff. And then yeah, so there's that and these are brads, which are behind other paper so that doesn't pop through. More, see, I have a lot of this Leonardo stuff, lots of stuff here, and some of his paintings, and then some more pockets, and then these are napkins, fig tree, fig leaf napkins that I turned into little doors like this on either side. So little doors, little flaps, little pockets. See, that's fun. And then let's see. Then I got little booklets. Made little booklets with faux. This is parchment paper that I inked and put different things in. So it's got different inked edges, wrinkled and inked little books. And then I just paper clip that. I think I got two of these. I think there's another one over here. Oh, here it is. So I got two of these little booklets of Leonardo stuff there. So I got that. And then here's the background of this is the poster board, but I made a sample where I showed how I painted it to look like wood. So all the background in this is made to look like wood, and this is my sample piece. So my sample piece is in there. I think that's it. So yeah, I got the little thing there, and then there's the back. So that's all there is. But it does take some time. Then these are little metal pieces, little metal things from back in the scrapbooking days, right? Let's make sure all this is tucked in there. There we go. Made a little tab. So those are the three that I made that are big like this to hold ephemera that doesn't hold ephemera. Well, I mean, there's ephemera in there if I need it, if I want it, but I'm not using it to put all my ephemera in there. All right, so that goes back up on the shelf. I wanted to show y'all that. So if y'all missed the beginning of the show, I've been showing all different kinds of collage stuff and collage ideas. Okay, so let's see. Before I get started on this and going through these, I probably, for those of y'all, okay, let me back up and I'll get the Nick Van Talk books. I'm not going to do a full review of them, but I'll try to see if I can try to find all of them. Hang on. Okay, I can't promise you I pulled all of them, but I think I got them all. All right, so let's move. So the reason we talked about Nick Van Talk was because his wife was in the What Women Create magazine this month. So, oh, thank you, Terry. Thank you so much. Hi, Cindy Daly. Who else am I missing? Zana Vale. All right, so, and I don't know that this is all of them, but here's my Nick Van Talk collection that was together on a shelf. There may be some other ones that may be missing. Is this one of his? No, this is something else. What is this one? I don't even know what this one is. I don't even know. This is not his, though. Because it's similar, I guess. That's why I pulled it. Okay, let's not pull that one then. Okay. All right, so my Nick Van Talk collection. We will start with his biography. So as soon as this came out, I ran down and bought it brand new, and it's a coffee table book. It was $40 at the time, and that was in 2000. That's when his biography came out, in 2000. Let's see if I can do something here. All right. So yeah, let's see. I need to probably zoom in. Let's go ahead and zoom in one. All right, so I can kind of see. All right, let's grab the light because the camera does not like black. There we go. All right, so this is his biography, The Artful Dodger, Images and Reflection, came out 24 years ago. And here's Nick back. Well, that's not a very good picture of him. But anyway, it's his biography, how he started out doing book covers and illustrations and things like that for books. And there's some of his drawings, some of his book covers. So, yeah, and some of his other artwork. And he talks about here the whole story in here about how he went to the post office one day and he's wondering why is post mail so ugly and plain, and and so he got the idea of making these, and there's more to it. I'm just very, very capsulizing it. Doing the Griffin and Sabine, where two people write back and forth. It may have been at the time that mail art was kind of popular too. I'm not sure when. Janet, do you remember really when mail art was? It mid 80s, late 80s, early 90s? Anyway. So everybody was doing mail art, a lot of rubber stamping, buying stamps, trading stamps, and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, he started writing the Griffin and Sabine series, which I'm not sure how many are in there. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Oh, anyway, we'll count them as we go. So he talks about the story here and how he did that, and how he's a collage artist, and he's also ephemera. Look, this is one of the drawers, and you got to remember too, this is before, this is not digital. I mean, he may have done some little Photoshop tweaking at the time, but most of his stuff, as far as I know, was all, collage. So that's his, this is his biography. All right, let's turn the brightness back down. Let's see here. There we go. So you can see the true color there. So, okay, so that's his biography. Then we'll go with the Griffin and Sabine here. Let's see, these two, these three. I'm not sure if I grabbed them all. I got 5 of them here. And so these are letters back and forth. And I know these books were not cheap to make. Here's the first one, because they all have letters, and the late 80s into the 90s. Thanks, Janet. These all have individual little envelopes. Where are they here? Here we go. Little envelopes with letters in them. So you can imagine the time it probably took to make these, So, and they're letters between 2 people. And he would do all these different collages. And this is all his artwork, right? So the first one came out. Let's see, what year was it? 1991. Okay, 1991 was the first one. And again, there's little envelopes on, I don't know how many on in each book. But so that's the first one. In no particular order, here's other 4. The Golden Mean. And again, they're all kind of the same type thing. There's all kinds of envelopes, letters in each one. And, what continue the story. And I love these kind of books. So there's the Golden Mean, the Griffin. And again, they're all, I did not put these in any kind of order. But there's all kinds of, envelopes and tuck-ins, Alexandria, and Sabine's notebook. So that's the 5. I think that's all of them. and they're Chronicle books. You know, y'all know me and Chronicle books. Anything put out by Chronicle books, it had the little glasses. Here we go. Anything put out with Chronicle books, I've never met a Chronicle book I did not love. Every Chronicle book, I love every Chronicle book. So there's his Griffin and Sabine series. Okay. Oh, the Forgetting Room, a fiction from the author of the best-selling Griffin and Sabine trilogy. At the time, it was a trilogy. And again, all kinds of postcards and story and yeah. So this one came out. Let's see what year. 1997. This was 1997. I'm just going to I don't want to get in the weeds. The Venetian's Wife, strangely sensual tale of a Renaissance explorer, a computer, and a metamorphosis. And this one was 1996. And again, it's a whole story with his collage, his ephemera. He makes faux ephemera, which this is going to be in. I have 2 copies of this one. There's another one, something the drawer. Something I didn't pull it, or yeah. It's something the drawer. I can't remember what it is, but there's another one. Okay, then Urgent Second Class. Again, I got 2 copies of this. This one came out in 2004, and it shows how he makes the ephemera, how he makes his faux ephemera. Could you show the first interior page of the Griffin? Griffin and Sabine? Okay, hang on. This one, Miriam? Let me know if this is the one you're talking about. Thank you, Laverne. Thank you so much. Oh, thanks, Laverne. I want to send you a collage bookmark. That's been my recent giveaways, are bookmarks. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, Laverne. I'm writing you down, Laverne H. So I'll send you a bookmark. Writing this down. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I know, right? Right, Janet? Thank you, Laverne. Let's see. I'm not sure if this is what you mean. Miriam, I don't see a response. Is this the one you mean, the Griffin and Sabine? This? I'm not sure what you want to see. Open the interior of the cover. Right here? Is this what you want to see? I know there's a lag, but I can't sit here all day. The other one, what? There's 5 of these. There's 5 of these. I'm not sure which one you want. The Venetian Wife or the Forgetting Room? Miriam? I'm not sure which book. The only one that says Griffin on it is that one. These other ones don't have Griffin. There's Sabine's Notebook, Alexandria. This one? This Griffin? Okay, maybe that's what you mean. This one? It's hard to go back because of the lag and the time, you know. Well, you know, you're a streamer. This one, Miriam? Okay, what do you want? What do you want with this? I mean, you want to see this or what? All right, let me move these other ones back. Hang on. I'll make some space. I don't know if he talks about where this is or it doesn't really say. It's probably part of the story. All right, so now what, Miriam? Miriam, now what? And that's not a tear in the book. That's actually that's part of his story. Oh, you just wanted to see the illustration. Okay. All right. Then the next thing, this is the dubious documents. And let's see, let me show this first. So this is one of the books of, hang on. Norma sent me this one. So she was clearing out some things, and this is a whole bunch of his postcards. These are postcards collection, and the little thing here like this, and then a little book here. Okay, this came out in 1997. 1997. Little book and all the postcards, and I have a note in here from Norma. Norma sent me that. So it's in a little book box. It looks like a book. That's from Norma. Let's see. Oh, I know his collages are amazing. And I've not opened this. I guess I could. It's kind of like I don't do tarot cards and stuff. I just collect his art, but his art is amazing. But anyway, 42 card deck and a 204-page guidebook. But anyway, that's his art is all on the cards. Okay. Then so these are the two that Janet and I, well, this is one of my favorite books of his, just word wise. I mean, I like his stories too, but I love The Trickster's Hat. We tried to do some of this on stream, and this is all collage related, so I don't mind going over this stuff. No, it's not open, Kat. It's not open. Did you? Nope, I did not open it. Don't do this. Okay, so here's dubious documents, as this is the puzzle. Now, I'm going to be careful because there's all kinds of Post-it notes in here where Janet and I worked our solutions out, and I don't want to give anything away. So, but see, look, there's our work, and so there's envelopes. There's 12. I think there's 12 envelopes and 12 little posters. I don't want y'all to see. Let me take the Post-it notes off. That are things are hidden. There are hidden things, and you have to find the hidden things, and you got to solve the puzzle. And then there's a word jumble you got to figure out. But anyway, so there's 12 individual little puzzles, and then you have to solve each one. Then you got to pull the words from each one, and then you got to solve the puzzle. It's fun to do, but I'm going to tell you, if you have someone to do it with, it's 100 times more fun. Right, Janet? This would not have been near as fun doing it by myself. But see all the little envelopes? Let me pull another one out here so you can see another poster. See if I got Post-it notes on anything. Don't want to show any Post-its. So there's hidden things that you have to find. And then you have to collect the words and the answers. And then there's a word jumble you have to figure out at the end. Okay, so that's what it is. It's 12 little pockets, and there's instructions. There's a list, there's instructions. Oh, I don't want to show that. But anyway, this came out in 2018. So called Dubious Documents, a Puzzle. And it's got little, you see, it's got, it's just really so nicely made, right? All right, let me see. It's either collectibles. I don't really collect much. I don't really collect anything. I don't think I collect anything. I mean, I collect books, but I read them and use them and stuff like that. It's not like I don't buy books just to put on the shelf. That one, I just haven't opened it. I haven't got to it. But it was fun working with Janet on that. And then the last one is this, and I always try to read a paragraph out of this because I love this book. Again, we tried to do some of the projects on stream, but the time that there's so much time in between projects, you can't really do this on stream. Maybe a couple of them you could, and I think we tried to do a couple of the projects on stream, but because of the time issue, you can't really do these on stream. But we did try. There's Nick right there. That's better. That's more current. So this came out in Ooh, where's the copy? 2014. This is 2014. And it's about how to do it. Well, a mischievous apprenticeship in creativity. Okay, but it's because he's a collage artist. He goes at it from a collage artist point of view, right? I'm going to read a little bit from it. Y'all don't mind, do you? Y'all don't mind. Okay. All right, here we go. Let me get a sip of water here. I love to read. As long as my voice is good, I like to read. Okay. me. Let me get a bite of banana. Let me take another bite of my banana here. Let's see. Did I say hi, Shelly? Let's see. Yeah, we did it over the phone, Shelly. We each had our own book. Post-it note, stack of post-it notes, a pen, and we worked it out together. We couldn't stop. We'd solve one and say, well, let's do the next one tomorrow. No, we couldn't do that. Okay. All right. So this is The Trickster's Hat, a mischievous apprenticeship in creativity. Where to start? It's dark. A stranger is driving around the countryside, utterly lost. Eventually, he comes to a tiny hamlet. The place is deserted apart from a little man sitting on a rustic fence. The stranger winds down his window and asks for directions to Fortune's Hall. The little man removes his peculiar, battered hat, places it upside down between his knees, scratches his head, and without looking up begins. It's like this, he says. You take the first right, the third left, the second right, pass over the humpback bridge, then you'll carry on till you reach the Goat's Arms. A mile after that, you'll see ... And so he continues for a full 2 minutes. Finally, he contemplates the impossibility, convoluted stream of directions, replaces his hat, fixes a stranger with a piercing gaze, and declares, "But if I were you, I wouldn't start from here." Our friend the stranger has a problem. If you were he, what would you do next? You cannot retrace your steps. There's no one else to ask. Are you obliged to keep driving in the hope that you will stumble on your destination before night descends? A troublesome conundrum, or maybe not. If you are less specific about your destination, then maybe you aren't lost at all. Who's the trickster, and what else does he have in his hat? Of all the reasons for being an artist, there is one that outweighs all others. Art offers a path to our souls, but the path isn't direct. There are no shortcuts. The road is confusing, and seemingly getting lost along the way is inevitable. However, perhaps that's the point. After all, if it were simply a matter of going from A to B as a crow flies, how much would we learn along the way? In order to gather wisdom, we are obliged to stumble bum our search careening us against the periphery of our comfort and comprehension. By nature, these wanderings aren't easy. We have been told so many times that if we want something badly enough and focus hard enough, we can have it. But that concept falls prey to the notion that we can conceive what we need, that we know the best way to go, and that there is a best way to go. We can't get far enough back from the road to see the topography. Our perception of where we might be going will thankfully always be wrong. And that's where the trickster comes in. Having a wise joker as our journey's companion, someone whose very nature embodies misdirection, is an enormous asset, and we all need all the help we can get. So, for the duration of this book, the trickster, who comes ready furnished with a map and an exercise hat, will be joining us. He has much to give, but remember, he has no qualms about tripping us awake if our boots get too filled with ego. Isn't that awesome? I just love this book. And then he has all these, I forget how many projects. How many is there? I don't know how many there are. 50, maybe 60. Let's see. 49 projects, 49 collage projects. And he says keeping one foot on the shore. Why collage? Because he's a collage artist, for one. Artfully dodging the roadblocks, practical stuff. And again, some of the projects are quick and you can do them in a couple of minutes, 5, 10. But some you even have to exchange with other people, mail them. I mean, it's not like you can just do these projects on stream, although there are a couple that we did try to do on stream. So, yeah. Directed collage, finishing lines, and then see, has a time here. Pen and notebook, time 30 minutes. So, we could have time to do that one, but it just depends on, you got to also remember you have to gather all the supplies you might need for that project. Like here, this one, materials, acrylic paint, paintbrush, poster board, color pencils or crayon, chalk, varied old magazine, scissors, tissue paper, matte medium, and a brush. Time, 2 hours minimum. See, so, but there's just tons of them. And if you like collage and you want to get better at collage, or you want to be challenged with your collage, then this one is probably good. But remember, it's a trickster. Okay. All right. So there we go. I think that's all the Nick Band talk. Okay, so now let me get on to what we're going to do partially. And again, you don't just take what I show you, make it your own. If you don't like to do one part, make it how you want to do it. You don't have to follow exactly what I'm doing, but I like to show y'all as many ideas and possibilities as possible. And I'm not a trickster. I show y'all everything. Okay. And then we're going to look through until we get bored or tired of looking through Fodder. I was going to go through some of my Fodder packs just so you can kind of see what I collect, how I collect it, what goes. And sometimes it may be like, I have it kind of organized, but if I pull this out right here, and I was working with these little papers, and then I pulled out another pack, and I'm putting stuff away, the whole pack might just go in another pack. These are not so organized that every little paper is in every little thing. I'm just saying. So if you are OCD about things being in their proper places, Janet, then don't look because this is not going to be that. Okay. It's not going to be that. Dee Dee, you have to do a dedicated. You would have to do it. Yeah, I'd have to do a dedicated stream to each project, and then I have to prepare because I'd really have to pull the stuff I need ahead of time. And I don't like to work that way very often. I'll do it occasionally, but I don't do classes. I tell y'all I'm not a teacher. I like to inspire, show projects, demos, inspiration, but I don't line things, even when I'm doing my coloring. And I'm nothing against the people that do this. I just don't and can't and won't do it. You got your color book, you got your book, and then someone's got all their markers, pencils, whatever. They have them written out, the colors, the name, where they got them, the number of the color name. No, you're not going to have that here. Every now and then, if I'm coloring with a color and somebody goes, oh, what color is that? I'll tell you. But am I going to list everything? It's just not going to happen here, people. I'm just saying, because then I won't be having fun. And if I'm not having fun, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to stream. It's got to be fun for me too, just saying. Okay. So here is what I'm going to do next week. This is a poster board. I'm going to unfold it. I'm going to Jenga it, show you. And so I'm going to show you these two, and then we'll go through some Fodder, and then maybe we'll get to a collage. We'll see. And I got my little envelopes back here to add some Fodder to. We're going to do giveaways. And we still have an hour and a half or so. I think Hubster might be late anyway because he has a Zoom meeting with a bunch of people. And yeah. Well, when I say I'm not a teacher, I say teachers have skills and patience and training and stuff that I just go for it and I wing it and I show you what I do and I give you ideas, but that doesn't mean you can't learn anything. Just because I'm not a teacher doesn't mean you can't learn anything from me. I say that all the time. But anyway, Okay, so this is a poster board. Now I put a little piece of paper in each one because I want y'all to see that we're going to do this. I just put some papers in each one of these, and they're kind of flying out now because it's all kind of loosey-goosey here for right now. All right, so these are just extra cardstock that I cut down, and you can cut these down to any size. I have the offcuts from these. When I cut these cardstocks, this is 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock cut down to, what did I say, 6.5 by 6.5 by 7. They're cut down to 6.5 by 7 because that's what fits in these pockets. But these are the offcuts from cutting these down. You can use these. You can use this. You can make little booklets. You can use zines. You can use any little scraps. And we will. We're going to use a lot of this next week. So these are some pieces of paper that will go in there. But I want to show you the basic thing. So if you want to make one of these, again, every poster board may not be exactly the same. So I hesitate to I'll give you a general idea how big the poster board is, but you don't have to, you just, any size will work. Any of it, this will work. You just cut your little pieces of paper down to whatever fits in the pocket, you know. Hi, Hannah. How's it going? Let's see, Anastasia. Oh, you're the one that said I'm a teacher. Thank you. Anybody else? Pop it in. Kathleen, thank you. Yeah, and see, that's what I like, Kathleen. I like that people can get inspired, try things. I show so many different types of things. Something I do should inspire you. Pull out a piece of paper and a pen or something. You know what I mean? Hi, CK. And yeah, Chris goes, no game being a teacher nowadays. Chris CK is a teacher in Mexico. And yeah. All right. So I'm going to open this up. I'm going to show you what this looks like unfold. Well, let me see if I can, how can I back up some? Let's see if I can back up. Yeah, there we go. All right. So it's a little, let's fix the lighting again. Let's brighten this back up. There we go. All right. When you go from black to white paper in Stream, no matter what you got your camera set on, it's going to want to fluctuate. So you got to kind of adjust for that. Okay. So here is a poster board. Okay. It's a poster board. I will tell you what size this one is and show you how I fold it. So you can write down your instructions if you want to. All right. So it is, go the right way. This is 17, 18. I think it looks like about, let's see, is that 18? It looks like 20. 20 by, let's see, 20, it looks like 18 and 10, 28, 20 by 28, something like that. Whatever size it is that you buy. The kids' poster board, this one, you know, it doesn't really matter. Or if you have some large sheets of paper, either way. Okay? All right, so this is what I did to make it, and I'm going to show you a smaller version of it here. And I've shown this many times, but I'll show this again. You can make it this size if you want, okay, with a file folder. This is just a file folder. I'm going to show you how to do the same thing with the file folder. Okay, so here we go. So you got your piece of paper folded in half, long ways, okay? Fold it in half. All right, fold it in half again this way. This is just to get your initial folds. And then you can either go this way or this way, either way. So you folded this. All right. So now you've got it like this. Does that make sense? Everything's folded into fours. Okay. So you got this. You got this. Fold it in half again. And again, you really use a bone folder. You really want to crease every fold. Look. Get your bone folder out. Don't send me a new one, Janet. I'm saying do not send me a fresh bone folder. But you want to really crease everything. Okay? All right. So now you've got your 4 folds, right? You've got it like this. And you can fold it any way you want, too. You can fold it like this. You can fold it like this. You can fold it however you want, right? All right, so now let's open it back up. Open it all the way back up. And make about half. okay, on either side. See how here's the middle right here? All right, wide open here. Here's the middle. You've already folded this. Now fold this in half, about. It doesn't have to be exact. And if you want this pockets deeper, smaller, you can, do a practice if you want. Now, once you fold these and score them, there's really no going back. You know what I mean? So maybe buy two of these, one to practice on and one to be your actual folded piece. So all this is now folded in half. The other side, folded up in half. All right. So y'all see how we got it? And then then you can take, let's see, well, and you don't even have to do this part if you don't want it. It just looks good. Okay. Is to have a little flap. Just to have a little flap on your pocket, so that I'll show you when it's all folded up here. Okay, so let's do this. It goes this way. It goes the other way. Hang on, I've already scored it this way, so let me go the same way I've scored it. Okay. You can flap it back and forth. Like you can go this way and back this way until you get it, which way you want your flaps to be. But then if you say, oh no, I want that on the other side, then you can just fold it over on the other side. That's fine. Okay. All right. So now you've got this and this. Okay. You got this and this. All right. Can y'all see that? Yeah, you could practice with copy paste, or you can practice with a file folder, which I'm going to show you that in a minute too. Okay, this is just kind of decorative, and it looks good when you got it all together to have the pockets. All right, so now I'm going to fold this up, okay, and then fold it all. Just fold it into fourths. This way, you can have the pockets on the outside, or how I did it is I had the pockets on the inside, like that. Well, it's both sides actually. So then you can make all your, little scraps. This again, what fits in this one is 6.5 by 7 square. That's what fits in these pockets here. And you can put a whole bunch in each one. You could probably put about 10 in each pocket. I'm telling you, this holds a lot. You'll see when I show you this. It holds a lot. Okay, so now we've got, let me put a pencil. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I want to go the other way. 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there's eight pockets. Okay, now I'm going to open it back up so you can see, hopefully you can still see those numbers. So it's 1, 2, 3. It's kind of like when you do a zine. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now let me open it all back up again so you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You don't have to know that, because in this case, we're not doing a comic where you have to keep it sequential. You don't have to do that in this project. It's not going to be a comic. It's not going to be a zine. It's not going to be anything you have to have sequential. So you don't really need to know the numbers. I just wanted to show you what it looks like when it's unfolded. Okay. Okay. So it looks like this. And again, you really want to score. You really want to take your time to, mash all your folds down. All right, let me see here. Do I have any questions? Pockets? Yeah. So the pocket, again, you don't have to do this flap if you don't want to. I don't think I did it on this. You don't have to do this flap. That just kind of looks extra good, because then when you paint these different colors, which we're going to do, it looks really cool. Okay, but if you make any kind of cardstock to put in these, whatever size, and just measure, how much, what is this? Oh, that's 6.5 by 7, and then cut your cardstock down. to fit in here, and then keep your cut offs off the edge because you can use those. This can be a very, very a lot. It can be a lot or a little, depending on how much work you want to put into it. Yeah, you can do zines on, but we're not doing it. This is not a zine, okay? Just FYI. So don't get, oh my gosh, which one's page 1, which one's page 2. That doesn't matter. You can make it any way you want. You can fold it back this way, this way. You just want to score it so that it folds kind of easy, right? So I'm going to keep all this with this. I'm going to show you the little one. Let me just put a clip on here until next week, because this is going to be an Easter ephemera thing. And so I'm going to wait till next week, the week before Christmas. I mean, the week before Christmas, the week before Easter. All right, so let me show you the little one. And I've had this one for, oh gosh, I don't even know how many years. I don't even know if I wrote the date on any of these. So I made this probably, can't even tell you how many, at least 10 years ago, maybe more. But anyway, it's a file folder. And I'm going to take out all the cards here. I'll show you what's in here. I made this to take to the beach. And it holds a lot. It's double-sided, just like the other one. The only thing different with this one is I didn't make this little flap like this. I didn't make that little edge that looks cool, which I could still do that. Maybe I should. But just so you can see. You can make that little edge. Okay, so this is the same thing. It's smaller and got a few more folds because it's a file folder. Okay. It's this, instead of 8, this one's got 12, I think. So it's 6, yeah. Because it's got 3 and 3 rather than 4 and 4. I mean 2 and 2. So it's just got more folds. But it's the same principle, okay? So it's a file folder. Just a file folder like this. And depending on where this is, if you don't like this, you can cut this off, or because they come, when you buy these file folders, there's a flap here, a flap here, and a flap here. So depending on where, the file folder flap is, it's going to be a little different on each one, but that doesn't matter either. Let's see. Have you heard of bouquet? I don't have any idea. Is that a person, place, or thing? Anastasia? Have no idea what that is. I can look it up, or you could just tell me. Okay, so here we got our file folder. Fold it in half. Okay, and in this case, it's already folded for you in the middle. It's already it's already a file folder, so the middle is already folded for you. Okay, and then you just fold it in half, and then you fold this in thirds. Now this you might want to measure so that your thirds are kind of even. So you have 3 on each side, 3 on each side of the middle. Okay, are y'all following so far? You can always go back and watch it in slow-mo. Okay. All right. And again, this one I did not put that little extra flap on. All right. So now you've got all your folds. Now you can take this and fold it about a third. Well, you can see where it comes down to a half right there. But it's like a third of that's going to be your pockets. Same thing on the other side. Fold it down and you got pockets. Okay. So there's your pockets. So do y'all see how that looks? Do y'all have any questions on that? I'm not sure. Now, I can give you measurements on this because file folders are pretty standard. I don't know about the poster board. Poster board might be a little something different, Watches. Oh, I do have lots of watch magazines. I do have I have my favorite watch magazine is called Revolution. I have a couple old catalogs of watches, but I didn't know that was, let me click on the name here. I did not know that was one of the watches brands or something, because I never care what brand it is. I just care what they look like when I use them. But I have watch magazines that I cut out for my watches. And anytime I use one, I alter it. I get rid of the names of the companies, and no one sponsors me. And I paint over it and change the watches, and I add my own watch hands and different things. So, yeah. But no, I don't. I've never. If I've heard of them, it doesn't ring a bell. Anastasia. Let's see. Okay, so there we go. Okay, any questions on that? And again, this holds a lot. Like this is not even a lot. I could probably have 3 times as many. No, no, that's okay. I got plenty. I got plenty of watch magazines and other things. I don't trust me. I do not need any more. But thank you, Anastasia. That's very sweet. I don't need any more books and catalogs on watches. I probably have a stack like this of magazines, of just watch magazines. I try to kind of harvest them and get rid of them every now and then because the magazines pile up. So yeah. But thank you. That's sweet. But no, don't send me any magazines. Oh, that's so nice, though, Anastasia. I appreciate that. That's very sweet. Okay, so here's about, let me see how many are in here. And this is just cream color card stock. 1, 2, 3. It's probably about 60 weight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I probably have about 15 here, but I know I took more to the beach. So I'll show you a couple of the little sketches I did. So if you even put like 10 60-pound weight cardstock in each one of these, you could still easily, and that's front and back. You could easily, I mean, you could fill this thing up, and I had tons of cardstock in here. And I took it to the beach, and all I did was wrap a rubber band around it with a pencil, and that was my beach sketchbook. Okay, so here's some of the ones that I did at the time. They're just little sketches. There's my flip-flops, a little umbrella, a little bird, a little crab, little shell, little shells, birds, shell, little crab, a bucket, the pier at Savannah. So anyway, yeah. And then it's just handy to put, you can have them in your little folder like that. And I mean, look, that doesn't even, it's not even thick at all, right? So anyway, it's the same kind of folded thing. It's really just fold up in half. This one that we just did, up in half, fold in half, and then those halves, fold those in half. So you've got 4 quarters. And then we're just going to paint, collage, collect, and have fun with that. And we're going to do that next week. And if you want to cut some cards that fit in your pockets, okay. Ask if you have any questions on this. Let me know, because I'll show it again next week. But I'm not going to, I don't know. We'll see what we can have time to do. All right. So that will be next week's project. Goes over here. Let's see this. All right. Let's see. Where are we now? Let's move this. I have to kind of clean as I go because we run out of space. All right. So now we're going to look. I'm going to lay out my 4 little ephemera packs for you guys. Let's see if I make some room here. And I'm going to just kind of go through some ephemera. I just kind of want to show y'all that kind of stuff you can collect. And I'm not going to go through, I don't have time, obviously, to go through piece by piece by piece. There's no way. Because like I said, what do we count this out as? 2, 4, 60 of these? I think I have 60 of these in 3 bins. Plus I have this right here. Let me show you this. Okay. So this is one of those squares things, and in here, in this square, one of those, these collapsible square things, in here is where I keep my tissue, papers, and my jelly plates. So it has these, and then here's down at the bottom. So this is all tissue papers and jelly plates. Thin tissue papers, right? So tissue paper, jelly plated, jelly plated papers. I'll show you a few, but that's where I keep this kind of stuff. Here's some different tissue papers. Tissue papers. Jelly plated papers. Random tissue papers. That can go back in this bucket. This is something that I bought offline that's so pretty. I think I need to give y'all some of this. This is really pretty. I'll cut some of this down for y'all. Look at this tissue paper. Isn't this stunning? Look at that. So we'll put some of this in your little envelopes. Let's cut this down. All right. Let's cut this in half. And then everybody can get a quarter sheet here. Isn't this pretty? I know, right, Tori? And hi, Tori, by the way. All right, so here we go. So we're going to put, I'm trying to do it kind of neat for you guys, for your little envelopes. So we'll fold that in half. One. Not everything will take this long because this is just got to fold this, right? Let's fold that a little neater here. To my envelopes. Two. Little ASMR day. So there is, and this is spring. So, you know, it's going to be, this will probably be good to work with my Easter thing for next week. So I'll put that with I'm trying to keep the pile for what I'm working on next week. And then here's some pink. I don't know if I'll use pink, but I'm going to put some of that over there too. All right. So, yeah, so this is different tissue papers and these kind of, I don't even know where you get these anymore, but you know, these faux advertising. Well, it's probably real advertising, but they made them into tissue papers. Here's gold tissue papers, and you can just get all kinds of tissue papers. I mean, I've got the collection from way back when. You know, this is pretty old. I don't even remember where I got this or this. Some of these old tissue papers. But my point is the bucket that I just showed you, that square bucket, holds all my tissue papers and jelly plating papers. So and these just kind of they kind of stick up out of the top like this. So before I put these back. So then I got jelly plated papers, tissue paper. These are some, well, I'll save that for me. More, and same for these. Okay, tissue papers. So I keep them in these kind of, I don't have my new black paper, this paper that I showed y'all earlier, this deli paper. The deli paper, that's in it's bigger envelope that it came in, Ziploc thing. But here's a sample of that. And the same thing for my deli papers that I bought that are in a box that you pull out one at a time like you would at a restaurant, you know, they're in boxes. So those are on the shelf. Pull those out one by one. But these are some of my jelly plated deli papers and tissue paper. Okay, so let's see. I don't want to trip over myself. So hang on. All right. These papers are tissue papers. Some of these are the artist tissue papers that you'd get. I don't even remember. See, look, how is this Stamperia? I don't even remember. You know, but these tissue papers, and see, I've used bits and pieces of them. And then there's leftovers of some of my art papers. you know, the big sheets you buy like at Paper Source. These are like leftover cuts off of other projects. Hi, Colleen. I'm showing papers, Colleen. I'm showing papers and collage fodder. And I did give a list of collage stuff at the beginning. You'll have to go back and watch that, Colleen. All right, so here's some leftover pieces of, I have a full sheet of Frida. This is like that cottony paper. Listen. A cottony paper. It's a full sheet of Frida. These are some leftovers from that. And little cats left over. This is from a full sheet of cats. So little leftovers. Here's a fish. This is a leftover from a full. I mean, these are poster size pieces of paper. Cost about $10 a sheet. You get them at Paper Source, and I go up there about twice a year. And you know, I say stock up. I might get 4 or 5, you know, at a time, but they last a long time because there's so many. Like there's 30 fish on a sheet. You know, I only can use so many fish at a time, or I can only use so many Fridas at a time. Here, let's put a Frida in each one of these. Here, let's put a Frida. It doesn't have anything to do with Easter. This doesn't really have anything to do with Easter right here, guys. This is just, I'm just doing some collage fodders for you guys. There, so everybody gets a Frida. A napkin, some tissue paper, and a Frida. Even just that, you could, you know, with a postcard, you know, or a 4x6 piece of cardstock, you're in business right there. Okay, let's see. Let's give everybody a cat. And what else? Okay, see? Isn't this fun? No, my project next week is going to be Easter, but I wanted to go through some fodder. Like I just pulled some of that tissue paper that I'll use next week. Okay, let's see. We got these elephants here too. Fish and elephants. Okay, I'm going to give everybody an elephant. Do I have enough? They came in black. It was black and silver, black, silver, black, silver. It was every other one was black and silver. So I'll give everybody an elephant here. Oh, and gray. Black, gray, and silver. They were those. Okay. All right. So anyway, that's what this is leftover pieces of the large papers. Like here's some batik, more elephants, some octopi, these little cats here. I've used these a lot. I'll give y'all each one of these. And this is on this nice paper. This is some nice collaging paper because you have to buy it by the full sheet. You don't get this stuff like at Michael's. Just saying. You can get it at Blick. You can get these full sheets. You'll see them at Blick, like roll, you know, hanging over those racks. But Paper Source is where I get them. Okay, so let me cut y'all out each a little good luck. There's Julie Topaz knows the name of these. There's a name for these cats. She knows what it is. I don't remember. So I'm going to give y'all each a cat. There we go. I love those red cats too, Terry. All right, so there we go. So I just want to show you that tissue paper, leftover paper, some just kind of, I don't even know what that is, where it's from, but all kinds of tissue paper. There's papers from Stamperia, the tissue papers from them. Maybe some Tim Holtz in there. I don't know. But I keep them in these pouches. Come on, you can snap. Did I get one that's not going to snap for you? Anyway, they're in there. Same thing for this. So I've got a bunch of these. And then I have this one that has the bucket of stuff in here. And these are more of my jelly plated papers. So like these. These are, you know, my personal ones that I've done. And there's not going to be any image transfers in here. But these are like my deli papers. That's just a piece of paper, deli papers, so you can see. So, but anyway, that's what these are in here. Tissue papers and deli plated. That's so hard for me to say. Jelly plated deli papers and tissue papers. Here's deli papers that are just got metallics. So I've just painted these are just different metallics. It's all just acrylic paint. So that's this bucket. Okay. Apart from this bucket is where I have my I see Walter. Let me put this in here, baby. I don't want to disturb you. All right, let me just. I knew this was going to be a little bit of a pain to do this, but okay. So the rest of my 60 packs are like this. I have my deli papers, my tissue papers, thin papers, art papers. Those are separated in that one big bin that I just showed you. Okay, let me get a drink of water here. You said you wanted to carve a stamp like that cat. Yeah, one of these days, Picola, I'll do some more stamp carving. All right, so some of this right here, I know. These are some of the little packs of little ephemera you can buy off of Amazon. And I bought a couple of these, not many, because I don't need many of these. But I think what drew me in was some of the space things, you know, planets, stars, astronauts. And I think that was part of this set. Yeah, here we go. Here's postcards or some kind of cards. I'm not sure. I don't remember. And if somebody of y'all sent me some of this or something, and I don't remember it, like I forget who sent me these cats. Who sent me these cats? I don't remember, and I don't have it written down. So no offense to you. I cannot remember the hundreds. And I mean, ask Janet. I had to go through some happy mail. Denise helped me. Thousands and thousands of happy mail things I had to go through. So anyway, well, I'll say hundreds and hundreds, or maybe 1,000. So I got these postcards, and I don't know why they're in here. They should be up here with my postcards. So I'm going to move those up there. And let's see, do I have any more in here that I need to pull just so they're out of here? See, here's some more postcards. I have designated spaces up here for postcards. So those go up there. See, I'm sorting out already. Oh, here, I think this was what it looked like. Deco paper. Deco paper is what some of this is. Okay, now not this. This is somebody sent me this. But these are deco papers. And there's tons of them. That's why they're in these little, they're in these sleeves. But I did keep this for this. Hi, Raul. Anybody else I missed? Okay, so again, this is collage, and I titled it Collage, Fodder, and Folders because I don't know how much, and if any, collage we're going to get done, but we talked about collage, the different ways to collage, the different kinds of papers, books, the ways to collage, and then we did the folders, which we're going to do something with that next week, and now we're doing the fodder, and I'm going to do a giveaway with fodder. So I know I'm not going to get through 60 of these. I'll probably get maybe through 10. I don't know. All right, because I don't want to spend much time on this, right? So, but this is the kind of stuff you can, and you'll get ideas. You'll get ideas to what you can put in the folders, whether it's the little one, the big one, the giant one, you know, whatever it is that you want to do a file folder of. Okay, so here we got some different little papers. Here's some grid papers. Let's put some faux ledger paper. These are just those little kit, you know, like I just showed you. I'm going to put some of these in here. Let's get some with writing on them. Here we go. There's some more with writing. Okay. All right, so just to show y'all that was in that bundle. All right, so I want to kind of get through some of this. And if I find something I might want to use, I'll try to remember to pull some of it for myself for next week. Otherwise, I'll have to go back through it for myself. All right, something flew, but I don't know where. So again, you can get these on Amazon. These plastic sleeves. And to me, it's the easiest way. Hi, Kathy Berg. If you miss the beginning of the show, you'll have to go back and watch. I talk about collage from start to finish. And now I'm going through Fodder and going to do some giveaway, but kind of going through Fodder. And Kathy, did you get your? Colleen told me she got her box, and she was going to adult and wait and open it tomorrow. Did you get yours yet? I hope, because I mailed them on the same day, and she got hers last week. So I hope you got your box. All right. So now let's see how I'm gonna. Let me kind of shuffle things around over here. Hang on. I'm going to make some space for you, Malibu. Okay. Again, I don't even know what I'm going to be pulling from here. I want to try to get a variety of stuff, you know. So I'm going to try to go through them kind of quick and pick things for the little kit, the little giveaway. But I'm also getting ideas for myself. And if y'all missed it earlier, we talked about other kind of collage. I did have a whole nother book. Whoops. I'm working out of this book personally. Hang on, it's slippery. So I got lots of stuff here on the desk. Let's see if I can move some of this over. It's in my way. I'm trying to make room here. Okay, there we go. I think that'll work. All right. You got yours. You're opening it on stream tomorrow. Okay. It's no big deal. Y'all seen what they look like. I just like the way that I sent them. You know? All right. So let's see. Anybody else? I'm sure I'm missing people coming in. Dee, how big are the sleeves? I think they're 12 by, let me get my, let's get a ruler. Whoops. I don't need 3 rulers, only 1. All right. They are 12 and a half by, I'm trying to flatten it out. It looks like 9 by 12 and a half when they're completely flat. Almost, no, they might be 13. I think when they're completely flat, it looks like it's 13. Right, just barely shy of 13 by 9. Yeah, 9 by 13. Maybe a 1/16 of an inch shy. Okay, so now I have fabrics. All right, let me tell some more stories here. My fabrics are in other bins. I usually just have my papers in these 3 tall bins that I have sitting right over here with 60 of these in it. But I do keep sometimes kits, Selena kits, Jonna kits. If I have kits go in these as well. So everyone can have a kit. So if I get something from Selena, John, and sometimes both of them have fabrics and papers in their kits. Now, I don't know if that's what this, no, this was, I'm not sure what this was. This was from leftover from Valentine's. This is my leftover from Valentine's Day this year, because I did a Barbie thing. I did collage, the collage cards with Valentine's, and this is some of the leftovers. And I just threw it all in one of these because it's easy. Okay. All right. So here we got, just different little trims and just all kinds of stuff. This is all Valentine related. Remember, I did giveaways for you guys with collage cards and giveaways. Well, this is some leftover stuff from all that. And it's all Valentine's Day. So it just stays in here. So now next year, Valentine's Day or something, I just have to have something red. I'll know it's in here. And I can flip. See, all these are stored. Those plastic bins that are about this big and about that wide. These are stored lengthwise, like this, in there, like this. They're all in that long bins. And then I can just go over here and go like this. And I can just flip through them one by one and find what I need. Now, if I want that bin underneath of it, I've got to move a whole bin off the others. I got 3 of them stacked. Okay. I know. All right. So Malibu, you have to excuse me. I'm going to be flipping these over here. All right. This one has some leftover alphabets from some project. And these are a lot of this kind of stuff. Other than my hand carved stamp is in here. I don't know, but I have cutouts. I have some of my silhouette cameo cutouts in here, and a lot of these little kind of thicker. They're kind of thicker cardstock. But look, I've got a lot of my cameo cutouts in here too. So again, if I'm working on a project and I needed some of these and I had some of this left over, I swoop it all up and throw it all in here. This is not divided up like, oh, this is only these cardstock things from Hobby Lobby. No. It's going to be a jumble, although it's basically that. So I can find, but look, here's rub-ons. These are rub-ons. This paper here is not tissue paper. It's actually rub-on. So I wanted it separate from my tissue paper because those are rub-ons, not tissue paper, although it's on tissue paper. Okay. This is more of, I don't know, some of it might be Tim Holtz. Some of it might be like these are Timmy, of course, these people, I'll give everybody some people here. Everybody gets people. Okay. And then these are some vellum. I don't think they're stickers. I don't know that they're stickers, but see, they're just packs of little, I don't think these are stickers. Are they? Let's see if I can bend an edge and see. Are they stickers? Maybe. Maybe they are. I don't know. They're not wanting to peel if they are a sticker. It's hard to tell on some of these, whether they're stickers or just vellum-y, Okay. I don't know. But Tim Holtz type stuff. Some of it's probably Tim Holtz. Like, I don't know if that is, but some of this is Tim Holtz, right? And his little tags and his little... little ephemera. That's what it is. It's just ephemera. Photos, butterflies, faux postage, all this stuff. Okay, like this. Look. A little book. Let's put some of these in here. Postcard things. Put some of these in. And here's another one. All right. So that's what this pack is. It's all that kind of ephemera. Faux ephemera. And some of I got... Trust me, I got a full family from Tim Holtz, a full on relatives that will circle the earth. And yeah, some more vellum-y things. I just don't know if those are stickers or what they are. I don't think these are Tim Holtz. I don't know if they're stickers. They're not wanting to peel like stickers, so I don't know. All right, so there we go. So that's in this envelope, and and this kind of stuff. I don't even know. Probably have 10 like this from different companies. This one seems to be Tim Holtz, although I can't say all of it is. This one is something I got off the line. These, and I showed them before. These little minis, and they're not gonna work for stencils, people. Just saying. They're sold as stencils. They're paper and they're very thin. You really just want to use these little lacy bits. And I will probably pull some of these because I will use some of these in my project next week. This one has black and white. That's kind of cool. All right, but I'm going to give y'all one of these each here. So let's see if this. I think that's just one. You really wouldn't, I don't think you could use them as stencils, but here's one with roses. I would just use them as paper, paper, like here's a little window. And so I'm going to pull out a handful of these to put with my project for next week. Where's that? There it is. All right. So, and then here's more, I think these are more Tim Holtz things, people and ephemera, little cards. Let's put one of those in here. I can't get these bigger than 2 stamps worth. I mean, not because of the amount that it costs, but because if these get thicker than a certain thickness, then it's considered a package. And if it's international, I have to put what do you call it? Packing slips on them, and I'm not doing that. So right now we're good. We're still good. It's not too thick. So anyway, I'll pull out a couple more of these. All right. So this is more Tim Holtz stuff and some of these. Is this interesting to anybody? I guess it will be when I do a giveaway, but until then, I don't know how interesting it is. We're going to do this for about 30 more minutes. Okay. This one, I think this is, yeah, more Tim Holtz. These are the moths. And now these are not Tim Holtz, but I put them in here because they're that Tim Holtz type look, right? All right, let's see what we got here. Let's do some of these. Okay, we got some scissors. We'll put a scissor, a watch, and a shoe. There's a watch and a shoe. Everybody's getting something a little different, by the way. Okay. This is some postcards that it was a book of postcards, vintage. And a friend of mine down in South Georgia gave me these, and they're I think they're from the 50s, and I just like them because these are like photographs of the 50s. I haven't used them. I'm going to put these up there with my postcards. Now that I have my postcards in their own little boxes, they're separate from this. So now I can move these over, right? But here's all different things from the 50s. Bathing Beauties. Coca-Cola. Oh, it's a reflection in a car. That's very cool. Two guys on the bridge there. And I did color that in with a marker, with a alcohol marker. Testing it out. And same thing for this. That's the color on that is from me playing with alcohol markers on them. Am I missing anything? Oh, good, Del Lobo. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's getting y'all inspired, and so you can see what's out there and, see what you might like, what you might not like. But anyway, so these are going up here. All right, up in my postcard. All right, so there's that. All right, so let me grab a couple more here. So I've only shown you, those are only like 4 or 5. I haven't even gone through the first bin. Okay, here we go. Let's see. And a lot of these right here, this top bin, it's not even really magazine images or, collected collage. It's more ephemera that you can purchase kind in this first bin. I do have them kind of, the bins kind of separated out by stuff, so this top bin that we just happen to be working through is that kind of stuff. Tim Holtz and, this kind of little faux ephemera kind of stuff. It just happens that the bin that we're working in right now is this stuff. Like, look. Here, I'm telling you, I've got more Tim Holtz family than anybody could ever need. So let's give up. I'm going to send some of you on your way. I'm going to send some of you people on, off on other. These are some different guys. Let's give y'all some guys. Here's 4 guys here. And then there's a little girl and a lady and another lady. Another girl, there's an old man, there's a little girl. Okay, so there's a couple of people for each of you. I'm trying to give a variety, trying to do a variety giveaway. So I love me some Timmy people. And Mary Altier, she makes paper dolls out of these heads, and she makes bodies with collage and fabric and stuff like that with these heads. So Mary does some pretty cool stuff with these. Oh, thank you, Anastasia. Thank you so much. Now, Anastasia, do I still have your address? I know you send me a super chat, and then I want to send you back something. So let me write down your name again. So if you're not sure if I have your address, I know I did it one time, but it's probably been a while since I sent you anything. Anastasia Holler. Because I've been sending out bookmarks to people that have been super chatting me. That's this current situation. The current situation is I did stickers for a long time, and I think everybody got all the stickers they wanted, and I haven't made any new ones. So now I'm sending out bookmarks. Okay. So anyway, These little people are fine. So thank you, Anastasia. I know, right? Pacola, thank you. I'm doling out my family willy nilly. Doling out her family willy nilly. That's going in the wingnut book, Cat. C and P. That's going in the wingnut book, Cat. All right, so there's more family photos. I told y'all I have tons from my mother-in-law, from Hubster's mom, that nobody, I've got thousands, literally, pictures of from Hubster's family that nobody, even his mother when she was alive, did not know who they were. So that's how old some of them are. And nobody knows. I've got so many photos I could actually use. So here's the wingnut book, because we're all just a bunch of wingnuts. Been using this for years and years. And when somebody says something funny like that, it goes anywhere in the wingnut book. Just goes in the wingnut book. That was a good one, Cat and Pace. Willy nilly. Okay, so. All right, so then this one is canceled postage. And you can buy this canceled postage at, well, you can get it at Hobby Lobby, bookstores. I'm sure I don't know. I never looked for it on Amazon because I didn't need to. I've got plenty. So it's different canceled postage that you can buy in little packs at Hobby Lobby, bookstores, and they sell them international, and they sell them. I'm going to find some pretty ones, not just, they sell them international and US. So I'm going to give y'all each a canceled postage in the little kit. Canceled postage, so fun. Nick Bantock makes his own canceled postage. All those postage stamps that you saw in Nick Bantock's books, he handmade those. Those were not like we use, like canceled postage. He actually made his own canceled postage. Okay, let's see. Jasper, Shelley, am I missing anybody else? Jennifer, thank you, everybody, for being here. Okay, so I hope I told y'all at the beginning of the stream, get out your Society of Idea Collector notebook and take notes. Okay. Squeaky chair. Not getting a new one. Okay, this one is tickets. And all kinds of tickets. And then there is some Timmy word Fetty in here too. So the ideology, Tim Holtz. I call him Timmy. He may not, I don't know if he approves of being called Timmy, but we all call him Timmy. And then these are fake tickets. So I'm going to put some fake tickets in your thing here too. Okay, tickets. Tons of tickets. And then this is I think these are Timmy's tickets. I got fake tickets, Timmy tickets, and this is Prima vellum. See, this needs to go somewhere else because I forgot I had this. But this is vellum paper. Now, vellum paper, it's a little tricky to work with because it wants to wrinkle when you glue it. It wants to wrinkle when you glue it, but I'm going to give y'all some. I'll give y'all a sheet each in here. But you're going to have to glue it down with like a glue stick lightly. And I know there's vellum glue dots and stuff. So y'all have to make your own decision on that. I already gave y'all some. Let's do this one here. This one's got some interesting things on it. All right, so there's some vellum. Isn't this fun? Knowing y'all might get some of this. All right, so that's all tickets and word confetti. Word fetty. Let's put these. And I will probably use some of these tickets. I'm going to pull a few just to remind myself to use these next week. I have my own little pile going on behind me. Okay. All right. We're going to do this for about 10 more minutes, and we're going to do the giveaway. And thank you, everybody, for being here. Lurkers, you are more than welcome to participate in the giveaway. You just have to be willing to give me your address. I don't share it with anyone, not even the other mods. Okay, so here's some word fetty. So let's just go ahead and take a sheet of the word fetty. I have no idea what this says. Don't anybody email me and say, do you know what words you sent me? Well, you can just blame Timmy because that's his words. So I am going to cut some of these down. They're stickers, by the way. They're stickers, word fetty stickers, see? Like, let me read some of them. Is your drama going to have an intermission soon? Words cannot express how much I just don't care. These need to go to Janet. These are snark. These are snark. I'm allergic to stupidity. It breaks out in sarcasm. All right, I'm going to send y'all those. Don't email me and tell me I sent y'all some snark. Okay? Or I'm going to get Janet on you. Okay? I have to send some of these to Janet. I'm pulling this to the side. Snark always goes to Janet. Okay, but y'all get some snark right there. All right, so there we go. That's tickets and snark. All right, what else do I have over here? Let's see. I want to try to find something different. Some of these are just, and I know what y'all know what I'm talking about. They're the same kind of thing, but they're on chipboard. Chipboard, like things that Tim would make, but they're on chipboard. So I'm not going to send any of these because that bulks up your envelope. But chipboard stuff, that's what all this is. I got 2 of these right here. Chipboard and more of the, some of these, some of this is a little different. Some of these are my punch circles. Let's see here. But it's kind of the same thing. Do you know what I mean? But look, here's some of my punch circles from magazines and stuff. I'm going to throw some punch circles because I use these for planets. Well, not that one. That's not mine. I use these for planets that I punch. No, that's not mine either. Here we go. These things. So I cut them out of papers, magazines, deli prints. So I'll send everybody a planet. But anyway, that's what this whole thing is here. Is the same kind of this kind of stuff, but most of it's on chipboard rather than just paper. I don't want to send any chipboard in the mail. Okay. All right, so I got 2 packs of that just because they won't all fit in one. Oh my gosh, the room is starting to come in on me here. All right, what's in here? Okay, I had no idea. This is another hodgepodge one. Okay, so some of this is those little things, like you get these kits, like at Hobby Lobby, they have the little people and the little, that's not really chipboard, it's just cardstock kind of stuff. So I have a bunch of that. And then I have, what else is in here? Here's some random, these are some random, what were those, what was that called? Project Life cards. So I'm going to send everybody a Project Life postcard. This one has like paper airplanes. See, they're like just little Project Life cards that could go this way or this way. Here's some VW Beetles. Here's some cassettes. That's a good one. Cassettes. So these are Project Life cards, along with these kind of things that kind of go with Project Life kind of stuff. So that's what this envelope is. Oh, I got 5 more minutes. How we doing on thickness? Okay, I think we're still good. I think we're still two stamps and not too thick. All right, let's see. What is this one? I don't even know what that is. That's more chipboard, more stamps, postage. Here's some things that are just, this is a little different. Listen from Flow magazine. All right, I'm going to pick some of these up, guys. Hang on. So I might have to go into layer number 2. I have no place to put them if I don't pick them up. Okay, let's see what's in this one. But I see Flow right here. So this is some kind of booklets or something out of Flow magazines. All right, let's see. You don't have to send already own it. Oh. But your dominoes did go out, Janet. Hi, R. Let's see who else. All right, so these are little booklets and things. Again, I don't think I can put these in there, but I could probably tear something out of them. These are little booklets from Flow magazines. Y'all remember Flow magazine? They don't import anymore. I think you have to subscribe to get them. But that's what all these are. They're little booklets. These are a little thick to send. But that's what all these are in this envelope. And then bigger ones, even bigger ones. But these are all those little booklets that Flow magazine has. Oh, these are postcards? Oh, wait, here. See, stickers? What are these? I don't know what these are. Just little cutouts, maybe. So anyway, that's what's in this envelope. Back when Flow magazine was in the U.S. All right. Let's see what else. Okay, now we're getting down into some collaging type stuff. All right, so this will be the last one we'll go through. I only went through like 10 out of 60. I didn't even go through anything, but this is something a little different as far as collage. It's not the usual stuff like this that you can buy. Old vintage money from Monopoly. Old bingo cards. Remember Pogs? I think that's what they're called, Pogs. Do y'all remember Pogs? Remember these? They're like milk jug caps that the kids had back in I think it was the 80s. And somehow you played with them and you flipped them or something. I don't remember. But anyway, I think they were called Pogs. Does anybody remember Pogs? Yeah, Monopoly. Oh, vintage. It's vintage too, Janet. Does anybody remember these? I got a bag of Pogs. What else is in here? Oh, Monopoly properties. Says anybody? Let me give y'all some Monopoly properties. What's this? These are. Oh, look at these little index cards. Those are vintagey. Let's put some of those in there. Who wants to own the railroad? Somebody got Boardwalk. Yeah, this vintage. These are old. They're. I mean, you can tell by looking at them and feeling of them. These are very old. And then I got some different things from the museums. Let's see. All right, and then there's random things in here like photo frames, some old cars. Okay, here's some more money, fake, Here's some see-through bicycle cards. I have a whole box of these. I'll give everybody one of those. Some old Mickey cards. I only got 2 though that I see here, so I don't want to give. Oh wait, might have some more. There's 3. Do I have 4? There's 3. Walt Disney's Mickey's, but I don't think I have another one, so I won't do that because I want to give everybody kind of the same thing. All right, there we go. Is that enough stuff? Have y'all seen enough stuff? Oh my gosh, I don't even know. Let me see if I can find something really different. Something different, like one of Jonna's kits or something. Do I have one of Jonna's kits? Handy. There's a Christmas kit. I don't want to do Christmas, but I do have some Christmas kits. And what's this? bunch of, here's some book papers, I think is in here. This has got a bunch of these wooden frames. I think these, I don't know if these are Tim Holtz or not, but they're wood chipboard frames. But I got some of these little dials and stuff. Let's give everybody a dial, some kind of a dial. And here's some old book papers, or I don't know if they're probably bought ones. Bought faux book papers. So I'll give everybody one of those. Okay, I think we're good. We're good on the kits. Well, I don't know if you call it a kit, but that's kind of what's in here is these kind of things. Again, these little paper, and I kept these not to remind myself of where I got them because I like these little boxes, right? Deco papers. Okay, there we go. So let's go ahead and do a giveaway. I hope y'all enjoyed that. But again, if you're just watching here at the end, you missed all the collage talk and collage ways to do collage that I talked about. So if you missed it, go back and watch the beginning because I did talk about a lot of different things. I thought that was interesting. Not that you'd never heard it before here on my show, but all right. So I'm not going to go back through this. Y'all all saw napkin. Get y'all's little. So 2 stamps should do this, and it's not so thick that it'll, the post office makes me pay packaging on there. And when I send these out, guys, y'all know I put a little Post-it note that says thanks for watching. I don't really, I don't write y'all books. I don't write you tomes of Thanksgiving. Y'all know I'm thankful for y'all's presents. All right. This will be fun because it's a variety, it's a variety of stuff. Although I didn't get into any magazine images or old books or any of that, that's another thing if you want to do collage is to find old books, old magazines, thrift stores, flea markets, all that kind of stuff. All right, so here we go. This is how we play. Let me get my random.org up here. Don't put any numbers in yet. Okay, random. Not tandem, random. Okay. Random.org. Go. All right, there we go. So we got random.org. All right. When I tell you to put in a number, we'll do international first. So international only. When I tell you to go, put in a number between 1 and 100, one number only. Make sure you have all messages clicked at the top of the chat screen so that you can see everything. We'll see everything, but if you don't have all chat or all messages clicked, you will not see everything. So, all right, so we're going to do international only first. Okay. First 2 people closest to whatever random is going to give us will each get a pack. Is this fun? Including the black paper with my pencil case. I don't remember what black paper it was, Kathleen. I'm got to be honest, guys. Once I send this out, I rarely remember who got what. I can't keep up with it. I just put it out. Once it's out my door, it's out my door. But I do appreciate if you say thank you. I do appreciate that. I really do. Because it lets me know things are getting there because it's been sent out. You know what I mean? Okay, this is in. Oh, let me fix my chat here. It passed. Let me click on the thing there. There we go. One number only. Don't change your numbers. Remove your numbers. First 2 people closest without going over. Okay, first 2 people closest without going over. International only. Then we're going to do U.S. in a minute. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, more than one person can have the number. Like if 5 of you had the same number, it doesn't matter because it's the first 2 people. It doesn't matter. You could all put in the same number. Everybody could put in the same number, and it's still going to be the first 2 people closest. Colleen. Colleen. Oh my gosh. Colleen, your number is not going to count. You can wait, Colleen, and put that number in again when it's your turn. Oh my gosh. Herding cats, people. Herding cats. All right, I'm going to count down. 10. Don't dilly-dally, dawdle, or lollygag. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Thank you, Janet. 3, 2, 1. Okay, there we go. All right, international. First 2 people closest to, let's get in here. First 2 people closest to 45. 45 without going over. All right, now I'm going to scroll back. 45 without going over. Okay, let's see. Vale had 36. 45 without going over. All right, looks like Vale with 36 might be one of them. All right, I think Vale, y'all check me out. Vale had 36. Vale, I'm not sure. Do I have your address, Vale? Let me check my mods here. Does Lolly, let's see. And Hannah, I don't have your address either. Well, I should put it like she writes it, Hannah. Okay, so you both get, she had 32. So y'all both get a pack of collage ephemera, but I need you to email me your address. Here's my email. I don't share your address with anybody. I don't put you on a mailing list. Not that there's anything wrong with mailing lists. Someday I may do a mailing list. But right now I do no mailing. I haven't done a mailing list in 14 years. And so anyway, all right. So there's my email. Both of y'all email me your addresses and I'll send that out. Okay, next, Colleen. Are you still here, Colleen? You won. Yeah, you got it, Hannah. You and Vale. You and Vale. All right, so here's USA only. Same rules apply. Same rules apply, but this is US. I don't know where Colleen might have left the room. Oh my gosh. All right, so USA only. Wait till I type in go. Well, you're welcome. Just y'all have to send me your addresses. Now grab my email. Although my email is in my about section, email me your addresses. As soon as you do, I'll send them out. Okay? All right. Wait till I type in go. You're welcome, Hannah. Okay, so I'm going to type in go, USA only. What did Colleen say now? Colleen and Jasper are kidding each other, I think. All right, so here we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me get back over here to random. Okay. Everybody get your numbers in USA only. Colleen, you can play now. I gotta mess with her. I mean, I gotta mess with her now. But I hope y'all had fun. And again, if y'all missed the beginning of the show, go back because I talk a lot about different ways to do collage, use collage. It's all about the collage, the fodder, and the folders. And the folders we will be using next week, Easter, because it's going to be an Easter project. Okay. So maybe this Wednesday, maybe we'll do actually work on some collages that I have started over here. Maybe we'll work on actually gluing down something on Wednesday. Or it might be a color book. We'll see. But all right, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last call. Throw up a number if you haven't already. All right, here we go. New number. New number. Here we go. USA only. 36. First two people closest to 36. Oh, I accidentally took a picture of this. I don't need that. I always click the thing. 36. First two people closest to 36 without going over. I'm scrolling back. Colleen, you have 34. Now you might have made it, Colleen. 36. Colleen might have made it now with 34. You kept your number. And let's see. Karen K had 32. I'm scrolling. Did anybody get 36 or 35? I'm looking. Okay, I don't see any 36 or 35. So it looks like it's going to be Colleen with 34. Colleen. Okay. And then let's see who's the next closest. Is it Karen K? Who's the next closest to 36? Is it is it Karen K? Yeah, Karen K. Oh, so Karen K, I don't think I have your address. So you need to send me your address. Karen K had 32. Okay, here's my email again. Let's make sure I put it in right. There we go. All right, there we go. So Colleen and Karen K, y'all each get a collage pack, and I hope y'all enjoyed it today. I love doing giveaways like this because it's just, it's just fun because I know how fun it is to get that happy mail when you need it. I don't need any, but it's fun to get it. So, thanks, Hannah. And Hannah has a YouTube channel. She's been around forever. She's probably been around as long as me. She's probably been around on YouTube for at least 14 years. How long have you been on YouTube, Hannah? I don't know. I know you've been around forever. You're welcome. Thanks, everybody. Hi, let's see. Anna Jean, Joan Bell. Anybody else I missed coming in? Thanks, everybody, for being here. So, thanks, everybody. Hi, Jane. All right, guys. Well, I guess I'm going to head on out. And don't forget, Janet comes on at 1 Eastern. I don't know if she knows what she's going to do yet, but I appreciate everybody being here, and I hope you all got some ideas, inspiration, collage, some techniques. Thank you, Terry Brett. All right, guys. Well, y'all have a great afternoon, and we'll see you at other streamers. And thanks, Cat and Paste. And y'all make sure and follow each other. Y'all are more than welcome to talk about your names on Instagram, or if you have a YouTube channel. You can't post direct links, but if you're nice, my mods might do it for you. But you can always put in your name and your IG name or whatever. All right, guys. We'll see you. And hi, Chantel. I might have missed you. All right, guys. Bye. Bye.